Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Hello, howdy, howdy, hello. Oh my god, I've got so many new buttons. You guys don't see it, but I've got a lot of buttons all of a sudden. It's all like streamer side buttons. I'm overwhelmed. But hey, we just hit about like 30 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago, an hour ago, something like that. We just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So this is going to be our little 1,000 subscriber celebration stream. And I'm pretty sure that I'm live. But honestly, the UI is not the greatest from my perspective. So I have to double check and make sure that I am indeed live. Which we indeed are live. Cool. Well, I really don't have anything planned. I was gonna hold off on the story until like Friday so that people had a chance to get ahead of me if they wanted to read the story themselves but still participate in stream. But I've done all of my Augustus testing. I guess we could test Hella, but I mean, who cares about Hella? There, I said it. I said it. Who cares about Hella? Hold on, I should do something real quick. Let me hide the screen from you guys. Okay, and then put this on that. And now I show the screen to you guys again. So, yeah. Here we are. So, we do have a video coming out tomorrow morning, and we'll probably have a video coming out every morning for the next like week or so, because there's just so much to cover. And I think I'll start off this stream by showing a peek of what I'm uploading tomorrow morning. It's not everything, but it's definitely a peek. Of course, Path Nowhere's like, no, you don't get to show anything today. You're just gonna recover your consciousness. Come on, Anzo. I don't think I'm gonna recover consciousness. Let me fix that. Let me close out a lot of my applications too. I have a lot running because I was doing a lot of video editing. So hopefully this will take the load off of my poor little tablet. It's doing so much. It was not ready for the anniversary to come swinging. Okay, we're almost back. Little consciousness loss there, unfortunate. Okay. Real quick sneak peek at what's coming out tomorrow morning. We've got a lot of videos coming out this week, like probably one a day. But look at this shit. This is 2 people, okay? This is just Augustus, level 70, Bell Tower, and Singlin Day, level 70 with random supportive crime brands. Now, to be fair, this is an S5 Augustus and an S5 Singlin Day, okay? So, like, this is high-end stuff, despite the lower levels. But this shit is absurd. Just watch how fucking overpowered Augustus is. It's kind of disgusting how overpowered she is. You know, I'll play it on times 2 speed. I don't need to think. Oh, I got chomped. Okay. I guess I'm not allowed to stand on that tile for even a millisecond because he just like locks onto me. Let me do that again. I promise it's easy. And start off with the ult. Activate Singlinde partway through. Now, the hard part is getting the RNG on this back corner. Trying to get them to fall when they should be falling. So ridiculous. 2-man clear BFL Dark Zone. So ridiculous. 2-manning Dark Zone. I can't solo it, unfortunately. I can only 2-man it. But that's a 2-man in Dark Zone. Very consistent, very easy to pull off. Let's do that again. Again, Dark Zone. My buffs are kind of whatever. Attack, reticles, and normal attack. So they're all useful. But, you know, they're not the best buffs in the world. It's not like I have a Augustus buff or anything. And we just unleash the ultimate and just let it ride. That's all there is to it. You just sit back and watch the chaos unfold. Eventually you're going to run out of Shattered Blades, and you kind of need to run away from the beasts. But you run away pretty easy piece. Oh, am I losing to RNG? Yeah, I leaked to RNG. Unfortunate. But we still clear the stage. Crazy good. Crazy good. Lost 5k score because we leaked because of the bad RNG. Crazy, crazy, crazy performance. Let me turn the music up. It's kind of low right now. Turn that up to there. It's a little bit louder. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be a fun video. And I guess we're just like going to hop right into the story. Hey, what else are we going to do? I guess we could test Hella, but ooh, AFA, good to see you. I keep getting recovering consciousness. I don't know what's causing it. It's getting kind of annoying though. Be like the third time I've had to relog into Path to Nowhere. Is the server struggling or something? Okay, let's relog again. It might be. I mean, if there's ever a time for the server to be overloaded, it's during an anniversary event, right? But I don't know, it's probably something on my end. Hey, Raven, thanks. Good to see you here too. 1K really just means that a bunch of ads got turned on my channel. Like automatically YouTube's just like, oh, you've got 1,000 people now? Here's a bunch of ads. So I hope you guys like ads. They like double the number of buttons I have like behind the scenes. And I don't know what any of those buttons do yet. So it'll take me a while to figure out how much control I have over those ads. Right now, it's whatever YouTube decides. So, good luck. Oh, come on. Now my game's frozen. Okay. I don't mind watching ads as long as it helps the creator. I saw that I get, I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to talk about this, whatever. I get 55% of the revenue, so I get most of the of the ad share. I have no idea how much that is on a channel this size. Like, I couldn't tell you. Zero clue. Okay. This event, I'm not sure how I feel about this event. It's kind of like Papers, Please, or, you know, several of the other check and make sure these people are who they think they are. But I don't know. It's not deep enough to really make it entertaining. Yeah, you're supposed to read the profile and then like choose which one of these is most relevant to them. And I guess like this story's supposed to help too, but I don't pay attention to that. I just read the profile. Like this one, despite its poor eyesight, its extraordinary hearing sense and smell far exceed those of normal dogs. So I'm going to say all of these could be relevant. I don't think we need to train it on cuteness though. And if it's not aggressive towards humans, then it shouldn't be mauling. So I guess it's just a canine. Yeah. But it's really just a guessing game. I'm sure like the translations make it a little bit harder. Like the translations don't usually affect us, but this one, it probably does. This guy's very lacking in physical strength, so we're going to give him physical fitness. Easy peasy. Defiant towards authority. Military discipline then? Yeah. Some authority training. Okay, I didn't even get a choice there. Despite having limited mobility in his left leg, he still hopes to join a guerrilla unit, return to the battlefield. He has extensive combat experience, though he never fared well in regular training courses. So, tactical training? I guess it wasn't tactical training. It was have a seat. Wow. Okay, one stop of his class. He claims to be Jim's older brother and is enlisting to fight alongside his younger brother. Abandon studies and become a private tutor in tactical training. There we go. That enough? Reach 200 points. Yeah, that's enough. Not the best events in the world, I'll be honest. So, real talk. Hela. How many of you guys are a big fan of the Hela altar? Like, how many of you guys are like, this is my favorite character in the game? Or like, top half, right? Like, you're looking forward to using Hela. Are you guys like looking forward to Hela gameplay? Because honestly, even though she's good, I'm a little underwhelmed. And I know that's sacrilegious. But I don't know, I'm a little underwhelmed. Oh my god, this consciousness recovery is going to be the end of me. I want to like her. I do. I want to like the new Hela. But like you said, the kit is like really overwhelming. And even though I do kind of like know what she does, I don't want to sit there and like read every single word on her profile so that I know how to make use of every single word. Like that sounds really daunting. And like I know why people watch video guides now. Because like I don't want to sit here and read Hela. I want somebody to tell me how to play Hela. And then on top of that, it's a really honestly, it's good on like the casual sense. Like if you just look at Hella's like kit for face value, it's very good on the casual end. But if you're trying to like speedrun and stuff with it, it gets unnecessarily complicated really quickly. Really quickly, unnecessarily complicated. So I'm torn on the Hella. Also, she's got like 0 good crime brand sets right now, so that's a little unfortunate. Where is Augustus? We put jellyfish on her. Me, I really like her. I just do the Ella 0 combo and see everything die. Yeah, that's fair. And like I said, like the casual way, if you're just like using Hella to burst on cores, like awesome. She does her job, like that's for sure. Like when I was doing Mania training and I had Hella like all the way up in the front, and then I had like Che in the back like by himself. But it didn't matter that Che was by himself because he would core break something and Hella would kill everything for him from across the map. And that was fun. That was fun. But like trying to, I don't know, bringing Hella into BFL and like trying to squeeze every ounce of her, oh, it's cumbersome. But casual, like I like her on the casual. That's my initial impressions on Hella. And it's going to be a while before we get to the Hella guide, mainly because I'm still posting all of the Augustus stuff. Like I've got Augustus stuff coming out the next like 3 or 4 days. But the second reason is I have to learn how to play Hella. And I shifting through, hold on, it's not that one. It's not that one. Shifting through this information is not fun. Okay, so yeah, wall of text, definitely Yu-Gi-Oh of the Path of Nowhere scene. Stop showing me these pop-ups. I've said don't show me to them like 8 times now. Okay, so we get started on the event. Is that what we're doing? Let me turn my personal volume up. Peace is always fleeting. In November NF-114 last year, Farland extremist and Senator Jelena assassinated Dis City cabinet members in a brazen act of interference, disrupting the city's electoral process. In June NF-115 this year, the 13th Great Expo held in Dis City was struck by a devastating attack during its closing ceremony, resulting in significant casualties. On June 25th, Edge detected the emergence of BR-005 in foreign territory. Despite limited intelligence sharing, Edge narrowed its surveillance to the energy field near Führer through an intercepted online video. However, while residual traces of the Black Ring's outbreak were discovered, the entity itself remains elusive. As of now, BR-005's location is still unknown, but one thing is certain: the Black Ring remains active, its calamity waves rippling across the globe. In early July NF-115, this city's task force stormed Euphoria, a secret club hidden in international waters. Are they really international waters if it's just a sea of sand? Are we calling it a water of sand? I mean, I guess that's true. I'm not going to linger on it. Recovered intelligence exposed the Farland Alliance's covert infiltration of Dis City and drafted war plans. Guys, I don't have any control over the constant loss of consciousness. I don't know what's happening. Path of Nowhere is like, not today. Same reaction, that's funny. Okay, hold on. I've got to restart the game again. Be like, what? reset number 4 or 5. And I'm going to go check on something to make sure it's not my end. I don't think it is. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Discord server. Is anybody interested in Discord server? I told Silver that I'd get a Discord server rolling. So that has been... I didn't make a new one. I recycled an old one I had from like several years ago. And I've got that like up and rolling if anybody wants to... If anybody's interested in that kind of thing. My cat has joined me. He was being a menace. So now he's sitting next to me. Stand up. My cat's name is Pan Pan. We call him Panda when we're annoyed at him. He's a cute cat. I usually just lurk on DC server. Fair enough. Cat. I don't really use Discord that much, but I know some people do. I lost the intro discussion. Oh, it's so annoying. Is there a way to like review that initial intro, that recap of events? Like I already knew all that information, but I still wanted the recap. Is it part of Special Operation or Core Crisis? Yeah, I lost the recap. Wow. Yeah, that's annoying. Oh, spoilers. I haven't unlocked this yet. Spoilers. It's a lot of art, Jesus. Oh well, we have the benefit of knowing most of that information. I just wish I could have read it myself. Read the recap. I have to like watch somebody else's stream to read their recap. Wait, we're going from right to left? Oh, this is my day is ruined. First all the disconnects and now we're going right to left. I can't believe this. Recommended level 5. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, no story. We just start right off. I feel like I missed a lot of story if we're just like starting off with zero story. Okay, I don't know why I'm looking for Augustus in the Fury section. I should probably make a, like, an event team real quick. So, Wednesday meme? Yeah, we'll clear that. We don't need the Wednesday meme anymore. We'll have a new one called Shattered Blade for the Shattered Blade event. My cat is being a menace. He's just jumping around all the places he's not supposed to jump around. He knows that I'm distracted, and he's taking advantage. Okay, so we're going to bring the True Damage duo wherever the second one is. There she is. And then we also have Hela. Hela is relevant to the story. I don't think Hypatia is currently relevant to the story, but we'll still bring her. The next closest one I can think of would be Synex. And then I just bring Shen because healer. Yeah, no, you cannot chew plastic. He likes eating plastic, and he found some plastic to chew. Okay, I've gotta escort the cat out of here. I'm gonna get him nice and distracted. Be right back. Okay, Panda is now successfully distracted with another cat. So hopefully the other cat can keep Pan distracted long enough. We'll see though. Okay, so this is lore relevant team. Those crime brands work, except for Synex. Obviously, we'll give her inversion slash wherever slash is. Just verified, but the intro recap is in the archive, so you probably need to finish the combat stage to read it. Okay, that makes sense. I have to finish the stage to read the stage's story. Thank you for confirming that, because I would have just assumed it was gone forever. Carol, L, IDC, I don't care. Whatever works. I'm not picky. I think L is the most natural, but you know, who am I to... you interpret it however you want to. Okay, so team Shattered Blade. Wait, this team kind of sucks. Because I don't have any core breaking for Hela. Well, that's not fun. Okay, let's change the team up a little bit. Forget the lore accurate Synex and Hypatia. Let's add in Lysandra for core breaking, and then somebody else for core breaking. Who breaks cores? We could add the Zero skin in here. Matilda, that's a thought. She kind of fits the atmosphere that we're in right now, like the East Side political warfare. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, my Matilda is definitely not dressed for the East Side political warfare, though. Caught her on her day off. Does Matilda get a day off? Do you guys think Matilda's a workaholic, or do you think she takes the occasional forest stroll. I kind of lean towards the workaholic myself. Okay, so this isn't even going to be a challenge because our team's just going to blow through this stage because it's a level 5 stage. And there's no reason for us to take it that seriously. Oh, I forgot Shen. You know what, Shen? There you go. Go on the other side of the map. You monitor the battlefield through a remote feed. Among the swirling tide of ashes, enemy silhouettes flicker in and out. The odds are turning against you. It seems the tide of ashes is working in the enemy's favor, providing them with effective cover. How would you like this to proceed, Chief? Track their movements, and pinpoint the enemy's Aurum Secretum device that controls the Mania field. Good observation, Chief. Broken Blade Squad 3 can use Rancors to destroy this device, but first, we need to eliminate enough enemies to unleash Rancors. Those Aurum Secretum guards are just monsters now, but even if they weren't, I'd still approve this operation. Just as we'd expect from you, Chief. We're ready to follow your command to victory. Okay, yeah, Augustus is just one-shotting everything. So... But you know what, let's make it interesting. Augustus, take care of it. Thanks, Augustus. Oh, 7. Fun and interactive gameplay, guys. Augustus is so overpowered. Win-win fucking win. Damn fine work, Commander. You're running this show no worse than the boss. Maybe we ought to make it permanent? I was just kidding. Quit staring at me through that broken slit of yours. You're making my skin crawl here. The reliable lieutenant, codenamed fittingly Lieutenant, has already secured the necessary arrangements. Detail 3 soldiers for cleanup. All their units move out immediately. Recon team at 6-7B. Did they really have to make it 6-7B? Was that entirely necessary? Recon team at 6-7B? Alright. Just lit up our boards. We've got a narrow window to secure the advantage. Alright, I'm going in. See y'all later. After the battle, the sandstorm's fury has dulled to a whisper, just as predicted. Visibility sharpens by the minute, and the tide of ashes begins its sluggish turn away from the battlefield. Now, the cleanup team moves in. They keep the feed live at your command, scanning the wreckage with methodical efficiency. Soon, they discover the shattered husk of the mysterious device you marked for destruction. Completely obliterated, isn't it? No question it was vectoring the tide straight toward the FAC outpost. Chief, can you see this? It's an Aurum Secretum device, the same kind the Outlanders used to resonate with some Apostle of Ashes, siphoning power from them, but this one is different. Between its slotted grooves, something festers, a nauseating contamination, thick and dormant. Just watching the feed makes the shackles within you twitch, like a chain yanked taut by some distant call. That might be mania contamination unique to the Black Ring. Worse, the device wasn't just tuned to the Apostles. The evidence suggests a deeper resonance that matches the very Black Ring you've hunted for a long time. BR-005, where Hela disappeared. Bring it back. We can handle that, but are you planning to conduct an examination personally, Chief? The contamination on this device seems abnormal, unlike anything we've seen. In your state, close exposure would risk severe physical strain. My team can handle the examination, and will provide a full diagnostic report. Otherwise... No, just bring it back. I have to... Ugh. Hecate catches you just before you collapse face first into the sand table, but it's too late. The chaotic noise has already clawed its way into your mind. They do a really good job with fucked up mania corruption voices. The world around you twists, reality fraying at the edges. You struggle like a drowning man, your resistance desperate yet futile as you fight to move forward. Don't be ridiculous. I can't just stop. How can I stop here? Bring it back. I must get her back. And then with one final shuddering step forward, you reach out. Only to walk into darkness. Okay, now let's read that intro that I missed. Someone said it should be in the archive now that I've completed that stage. So, hopefully they are correct. So, I don't know which one it would be. Okay, this one? Yeah, this one. It's calamity waves rippling across the globe. In early July, in F-115, Discity's task force stormed Euphoria. We read that too. A secret club hidden in international waters. Recovered intelligence exposed the Farland Alliance's covert infiltration of Discity and drafted war plans. Diplomatic relations have since deteriorated sharply. Both parties have issued mutual condemnations, recalled their ambassadors, and begun military mobilizations, bringing the two powers to the brink of war. The ceasefire agreement, established in NF-107, now stands effectively defunct. Even as calamity looms and mania spreads, humanity persists in its self-destructive divisions. The Great Expo incident is a profound tragedy of long-standing and deeply rooted historical tensions between this city and the Farland cities. These tensions have, in the past, led to open conflict, and their continued escalation risks further destabilization. As a neutral city-state, Fraser urges both parties to exercise maximum restraint and prioritize de-escalation. The Farland Alliance must immediately halt its aggressive actions against this city, clearly articulate its grievances, and re-engage in good faith negotiations. As the preeminent city-state worldwide, this city carries a responsibility to lead by example in upholding stability. However, recent reports confirming the involvement of former Discorps personnel in the official operation against Euphoria raise serious concerns. Such actions dangerously inflame tensions and invite escalations. Yes, I'm still watching. Please play the music again. Discorps, the architects of the Outland War's brutal expansion, are war criminals, devils devoid of conscience. The people of Farlands, who still bear the scars of their actions, rightly view them with unyielding condemnation. For the sake of peace, this city must take a stand, sever all ties, denounce their atrocities, and refuse to be complicit in their evil. Do so otherwise. How were the pulls? The pulls were amazing. Pulls were amazing. We lost every 50-50. We didn't win a single 50-50 all night. I don't think, at least. We might have won one. I think we lost every single 50-50, though. But even then, we were getting an S rank like every 10 pull. So, didn't really matter that I lost the 50-50 so much. The pools are still available on the last stream if you wanna check them yourselves. We pulled for like, I don't know, a good hour. We were doing pulls, but it went really well. We got S5 Augustus and S1 Hella with really fortunate luck despite all the 50-50 losses. War criminals, devils, are they talking about us? Oh, my stream froze again. There it goes. A fierce-looking man with a face covered in scars tilts his head up, his expression one of utter bewilderment. From my experience, yes, they are. The young liaison officer responds with practiced patience. Bending down to retrieve the radio, she lent Scarface, along with all while bracing her teammate's inevitable explosion. Frasia's still playing both sides like a bunch of two-faced rats, huh? Who the hell do they think they're fooling? Everyone knows they're the ones pulling Fa-Land strings. Can we smash them? Can we just kill every last one? His boisterous laughter echoes to the White Sands depths and over the canyon, only for the roaring sandstorm to snatch it away in an instant. July 25th in F-115, almost 500 kilometers outside the city, parts of White Sands. An immense tide of ashes churns around them, swallowing the landscape in a swirling shroud. Beneath its cover, a small troop moves like ghosts, their weapons primed and locked on the valley pass below. Shh, keep it down. Keep yelling like that, and you'll be the first one we put down before the enemy gets here. Ah! You want to fight me? Hell yeah! Come on, let's go! I need to crack some skulls or I'll lose my goddamn mind! Huh? General Augustus just sent me a message. Never mind. And just kidding. It's Command HQ calling. What? Damn you, you little... The liaison officer delights in her companion's furious expression and, savoring the moment, decides to push her mischief further. She turns to another man. Mr. Urus, the call is from the Chief of Minos, our acting commander. She says she wants to talk to that Iron Head. We got a name drop on the Iron Masked Man, Mr. Urus. That's cool. The only soldier wearing a metal mask steps forward reluctantly. He accepts the communicator from Siglinde and answers the call. Iron Mask stiffens visibly as his image flickers onto the screen. The sight of you in his faction commander's uniform clearly unsettles him. Good. Let him squirm. Your relationship was never cordial to begin with. If he has complaints, he can take them up with his precious general. After all, she was the one who stuffed you into this gaudy uniform, all for the sake of command presence. Thank you, Augustus. Thank you for giving us a new chief outfit. After a weighted pause, Iron Mask snaps into a flawless salute, every angle of his body rigid with military precision. The gesture is textbook respect. We picked up an abnormal ash storm signature in White Sands. Readings suggest at least 3 apostles, plus signs of desert bandit transport activity. This tide of ashes seems highly suspicious. He's got a really fucked up robot voice. Currently, the apostles are advancing west, likely targeting FAC-23A, Ash Defense Outpost, 18 clicks away. We've got 18 recon personnel ready to deploy on site, plus an ambush force of 50 with 32 anti-mania mag cannons positioned on the flank. The estimated combat zones outside our mag field's support range are Broken Blade Squad 8 in round from 37 clicks northeast. This is way too much fucking information for me. General Augustus speaks highly of you, so please, feel free to share your thoughts. We'll consider your advice as the situation warrants. Any signs of the enemies detected our ambush? No. The Apostle of Ashes show no unusual movements. Good. Tide of Ashes gives us every right to engage, and FAC won't face backlash for defensive action. Hold until Broken Blade Squad 8 is in position, then move fast. Secure all enemy supplies intact. We need whatever intel they're carrying. And those things they sent, apostles, corruptors, whatever they are, if they're here to threaten us, wipe them out. No survivors. Copy that. Okay, that's the story we missed. Okay, catching up on chat. I got S3 Augustus on my main account and S5 S1 Augustus on my free-to-play account. Why my free-to-play account is better than the one I put money into is beyond me. Damn, dude. An S5 hell on a free-to-play account. You're going to have to fight off the accusations. Ain't no one going to believe that's a free-to-play, I'll tell you that right now. They're going to see like your progress, and they're just going to be like, huh. You only did that because you're a whale. It's going to be said. I know it's coming. So do you have S1 Hella on your main account? Or do you have like S0 Hella on your main account? Like what's your main account got for Hella? Because I am really curious about the difference between S1 and S5 Hella, because the shackles read like Hella gets insanely giga busted at S5 compared to like S1. But I'm not going to pull an S5 Hella, so I can't do any testing directly myself. So if you've got knowledge or feelings about like S1 or S0 versus S5, let me know, because again, it reads really insane. Hold on, I'm reviewing comments from the other videos too. Questions about how buffs interact with Augustus ults. It's straightforward, but I understand why it's so confusing when we start talking about the nature of like summons and stuff. And somebody losing their mind over the story recap. That's cute. I'm not going to pull Hella on my main account, maybe on a rerun. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Like, I want to, real quick, I'm going to take... Wait, is that like a challenge stage or something? Like, what was that? Because I've got like one green dot of 2. Check on the events happening in this city. Direct you to the highest priority objectives. Have the instruction buddy to go to the city for the latest intel. Okay, so is this just like the story being in 8 places, or just more stage? Okay. Okay, I prefer when the story is just like a straight line, but hey, we do what we gotta do. I want to show off. Gotta think of like a random stage where I can show it off. Probably somewhere in like chapter 12 is good. No, chapter 12 is bad. Chapter 13? What enemies are in chapter 13? Not too many cores. Let's try just a random chapter 13 stage. I want to show off Hella because Hella's actually... I haven't played with her much, but she's actually like really solid. I mean, she's... If you look at like other tier lists and stuff, other tier lists from other creators, they're putting Hella in like the highest tier. Like above Augustus, I'm not going to do that. That's crazy talk to me. But if we're talking like a whale team, maybe. But that's too much for me. But I do want to show off like what Hella's capable of. And like what Hella actually does now that we're here. And she does a lot more than what I'm just going to show you. But this is just like the... what you're mostly going to use her for. So Hela, for the most part, sits in the back and does nothing. And then let me clear out some waves real quick. Like, Hela's just not going to compete with that. I'm waiting for Course to appear, because that's where Hela starts existing. Okay. So Hela, she's all the way across the map. She's nowhere near this core enemy. But as soon as we core break this thing, Hela just instantly kills it. And that is incredible. You turn every single core breaker on your team into a DPS cannon. And that is an incredible quality of life. That being said, it's not Augustus. Augustus just kills the damn thing. Doesn't even need to core break it. So... like, I don't know how Hela keeps up with this. Maybe like a super wailed out Hela will keep up with this. Because Augustus' like sword reign is carried out over like a long period of time. But like Lysandra did nothing and Hela just instantly killed that thing. Like, holy shit, that is effective. Hela is like the core break god. But then you've got Augustus who just kills the entire map without thinking. So... like, again, watch this thing just explode. Hela just does so much damage. So it is... the damage is good. She does shred things. But it's just not the same as just like literally sitting back AFK with Augustus. Augustus will literally just like AFK clear the map if you want her to. I think in their baseline Augustus is better, but the more shackles they both have, the more Hela gets an advantage. I would agree with that. I tried S5 Hela in Dark Zone. She did the same amount of damage as Zero just by standing while Zero ulted like crazy. Yeah, that's like the dream scenario of Hela. I'm interested to see how much of that was, again, S5 versus like just a regular whatever. I tried Hela today, but I didn't have very much success. Not that I really know what I'm doing with Hela yet. Like, I don't even know if Hela's... is her attack, like, skill, or is it normal attack damage? I honestly don't know. One lingering will. So she's full... normal attack damage too, right? Commanding one lingering will. I'm assuming that since her normal attack is lingering will, then this is also normal attack damage. I'm assuming she's full normal attack damage. Here, let's try it out real quick. Team, let's make a... Hela neck. Hela, and she's going to have to be accompanied by Zero, LL to go with Zero. And then what are we thinking? Parfait Graves, just to make Zero do more damage? Or something random like Shen. I mean, Shen just helps everybody. And if we're buffing normal attack damage, then Lady Pearl could be good. So let's try that. Let's try Lady Pearl. Let's try wherever Shen is. And then let's finish it with... let's finish it with Graves, why not? Not a perfect team comp by any means, it's just something I'm throwing together. Do I have your Afterglow set? Yes, I do. That looks good. That's fine. That looks good. And then you can just run... Do I have Heartache used on this team yet? Did I scroll past Heartache? Whatever, I'm just gonna put energy on you. Doesn't matter. Okay, and then we go down to Helenek. Ella 0. Put Lady Pearl on the field. Shin somewhere. Graves and LL. Now this should just be like the 0 show, but Hela does all the damage. That's the idea. We'll see if it pans out. There's so much to think about when you like first time a character. My head hurts so much. So much happening so quickly. Like, there's gotta be something I don't understand. Is that she adds cores to even units that don't have cores if there's crossfire in her passive. Yeah, I mean, I've got to be misplaying her, and I'm going to have to, like, read her wall of text to, like, truly understand and, like, make a guide for her. Like, I know she's really good, and she should be clearing this without issue. But I'm obviously not doing something. So, yeah, my initial impressions... one, I don't know what I'm doing with her. But two, for, like, the casual stuff... It's really, really, really fucking nice turning any core breaker into a DPS cannon. But in terms of like the advanced stuff, like speed running and max score chasing, I have to look things up myself before I can like actually reach a real conclusion. Because I don't understand. I don't understand how to make it work. Hello, hope everyone's pools went well. It took me 100 to get Hela 0 and Shalom. There you go. You got everyone. You went on a world tour over there. My shackle is, for Hela, is shackle 1. But again, don't look at that gameplay and make any decisions on Hela because I'm not playing Hela well. That's, if you're looking at Hela there and you're like, wow, she's not very good, know that it's just me not understanding how her kit works. Very good, especially in like the, for me, especially the more casual stages. She's incredible because, like, Shay will break cores and he will just kill the entire map because he broke cores, and that's really silly. She has way too many words, and I have not sat down and read her Yu-Gi-Oh deck yet. Because Hella's not just a Yu-Gi-Oh card, she's like an entire deck. She's not hitting the upper boss. You have to hit the upper boss on the first one. The lower one is fizz resistant until the upper one is dead. That explains so much, honestly. One of the bosses being resistant to physical and one magical. Is that going to be a recurring thing? Because I don't like that. They did it last season with Miguel and Melania, and I didn't like it there. And I don't like it here either. And to be fair, I think I'm just going to have an easier time against the Monday boss that's like dedicated physical, because I don't have to worry about any like nonsense. I can just play the game as it's meant to be played. In the suffocating darkness, you're trapped as if in a bottomless bog, every moment futile. Yet, there's warmth, a fragile, lingering comfort. Then a shadow flickers before you, swaying like smoke caught in a breeze, bounces around, playfully, just beyond your reach. So then I went bang, and then they all went ugh, like total losers, and then pew 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 bam, surprise attack, wiped them out in one move. Even Horo freaked out. Probably just a double boss thing. Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is if they make double bosses like every season. You seriously missed out. I had some real adventures out here. No way my letters could have done it justice, and it's clearly not just because I can't spell, okay? So many crazy places, so many interesting people. Bet you wouldn't even recognize me now. Not some tag-along anymore. Me and my steel pipe, strong, like S-T-R-O-N-G. Got it? Ha! Might even be tougher than you by now. Whose voice is this? So familiar that it brings tears to your eyes. But, you know, I kept thinking, why weren't you there? All my coolest, baddest moments, and you guys just missed it every single time. Would have been way more awesome if you'd been there with me. You really should have come. If only you'd come with me. I was all by myself. The whole time. It's so scary. Help me, Chief. Help me. Oh, they hit us with the early art. Oh, she's like very sad and scared. She's got like really deep emotion in her voice that I'm not going to even try and replicate. Oh, they're hitting us with the early art. Jesus, that is gorgeous. She sobs quietly, completely unable to see you. The vision unravels, the dream tearing at the edges, filling you with panic. Ella! Tackle. Ugh. The nearly pitch-black shackles pierce through your palm. Waking from the dream is agony. Your heart hammers against your ribs, and your breath catches in ragged gasps. Your thoughts swim through a thick haze, and it takes a long moment before you grudgingly surface into full awareness, your surroundings slowly coming into focus. You're here again. Ever since BR005 outbreak in late June, severe black ring contamination has eaten away at you. Edge suspects Hella is trapped deep within the Black Ring at the Farlands, and the mania devouring cur is now flowing directly into you through the shackles. All things considered, it's a miracle you're even conscious. You push yourself up, muscles trembling. Yeah, they definitely wanted Hella to be good, that's for sure. I think they want us to use true damage as a solution to the third stage, Fizz 1 and Magic 2nd, but true damage. I don't know. I don't like the mechanics of because like the entire game is built around, or can't say that. The like high end of the game is built around dedicated team comps, and if you have to like split your team comp down the middle and try to run two team comps, one physical, one magical, it just doesn't work. And what ends up happening is that instead of like getting a more diverse more diverse options, you get less diverse options as you're forced into like bleed or something that can just brute force the bosses regardless of their resistances. So I don't like it for the sake that it limits variety. Okay, no one waits by your bedside. No battle reports light up your terminal. Is the front line holding, or have they already written you off? A commander who keeps collapsing, now useless to the fight. Get up and contact someone. Groping for the receiver, you slowly dial a number. Chief, you're awake. How are you feeling? Do you need anything? I'll notify the doctor right away. No need. Notify Command HQ instead. I'll be joining the strategy meeting. Understood. July 26, NBCC Chief's Office. To prevent your contamination from spreading, the strategy meeting has moved to a remote conference. Nightingale opens the call interface. On screen, an FAC soldier stands to acknowledge you, while the others seated around the round table appear to have been deep in discussion for some time. Chief, it's good to have you with us. Please don't push yourself too hard. You'll find the battle report on your terminal. We'll skip the recap to save time as we still have a long list of items to cover. You nod in response. An FAC report materializes on your terminal, its stark summary outlining a crisis in motion. Mania fields are fluctuating wildly across the globe, with the concentration and number of the Tide of Ashes increasing at an alarming rate. Making this threat tangible, Apostles of Ashes, previously only seen in far lands, are now appearing near White Sands in unprecedented numbers. Multiple defense outposts have fallen. Despite FAC committing vast resources to fortify the White Sands perimeter, nearly 90% of shipping routes are now impassable. This city's external transport is crippled. Trade has ground to a halt, and contact has been lost with 2 satellite towns. On paper, manpower has recovered from the BR-002 campaign over the last 2 years. New recruits are cycling through intensive training before being deployed to the Dis-C and Ash front lines for vital combat experience. However, what concerns FAC most is the source itself. The missing far land Black Ring, BR-005, its anomalous activity is the engine driving the global disturbances. And now, it's sending destabilizing ripples into even more dangerous regions. On the other end of the line, the meeting room is thick with tension, every word of the discussion strained and heavy. This is no ordinary sandstorm. There are strong resonance reactions detected inside BR-000, which can only be produced by a secondary black ring, BR-005. In fact, the reactions are even stronger than during the outbreak of BR-005. Which means that missing black ring has either grown exponentially, or it's right on top of us. We're stretched then. The FAC is committed at White Sands and Dis-C, with assets tied down at Broken Frontline and Ash fortifications. Our current hypercube reserves are barely sustainable. We cannot hold without further support. Paradisos has already approved a budget increase for the FAC. This isn't about money. We've already lost 5 tide barriers in White Sands. What we need are dedicated anti-mania assets. Until we've neutralized the source, any repairs are just a temporary fix. Anxiety, once sparked, spreads like wildfire. The acting representative from Nirvana also raises his voice in response. Our hypercube production is already maxed out. Need to remind you that Nirvana's balance sheets are still bleeding from the last deficits? How about you get West District to put pen to paper first? Oh, by the way, looks like we're getting an actual male S-Class center next, a true limited unit indeed. There's a voice sneak peek video already. I saw the teasers. But isn't this like the time that they do a double center as well? Like there should be 2 centers. After the anniversary stuff dies down, I'll do another Future of Path to Nowhere video. That covers like Seto all the way up to this duo banner we're talking about now. But obviously I'm gonna have to wait until I get real details on the duo banner. But frankly, even if they sign today, it's too late. This is what happens when you indulge the syndicants instead of making hard choices. You can't close the gate after the herd has already broken through. Yeah, a guy and a woman. Cool, cool. What's that one, like, Halloween character. Is anybody excited for the Halloween character? Like, her design is a huge miss for me. I like the maturity that Path Nowhere kind of portrays through its designs, and that Halloween character is like very cartoonish. Damn it, so that's their play. They've targeted the chief because contaminating the shackles compromises every sinner linked to them. Our most effective asset against mania is down. Now we're forced to fight a war of attrition, burning through all the reserves we have. The moment of silence falls. We all know where the Farland Alliance stands, but Fraser, they talk a big game about peace, dialogue, but their trade with those extremist city-states has it slowed down for a second. Push them hard enough, and they'll likely directly funnel resources to our enemy. On top of that, we lost contact with our people stationed there a while ago. We still haven't heard a word. No one knows what happened to them. What about the third observatorium? Can they provide any support? The mania outside the city falls under their monitoring jurisdiction. We need any data they have. Even the smallest clue could be crucial. The location of BR-005 is detailed. Its detailed properties, its connection to the Apostles. They have none of this information? He turns to the inorganic triangle beside you, only to be met with a cold, unflinching gaze. The third observatorium has concluded its observations regarding BR-005. Its resources have been reassigned to other tasks. Should you have essential requirements, you may file a formal request with the Black Ring Research Institute. Edge will evaluate the petition and allocate support as they deem appropriate. Please try your best to endure. The soldier clenches his fists and drops into his seat. A stiff silence grips the conference room. Glasses are lifted, pages are turned. Then the discussions resume. Cycling through the usual litany, diplomatic hurdles, budget constraints, resource and personnel shortages, ineffective coordination. As their dreary, convoluted arguments drone on, the chaotic noise of contamination echoes in your mind once more. Irina, I haven't seen her kids. Me because she seems to be Hypatia and Hilda's teammate. Irina's going to be summon team? Interesting. Irina, she's also not my taste. Yeah, so it looks like the general reception, Irina is not being well received unless it's for like mechanical reasons. Okay. Opportunity. Seize the opportunity. Hope there is hope now. Almost time. Purge them all. Change the world. Help me. A dull thud jerks you back. You find your fist on the table, your hand throbbing. On the other side of the screen, every face is turned to you, waiting. As it happens, you do have something to say. FAC has always told to hold it with the bare minimum resources with a tap on the shoulder. Yep, go get it, boy. We gave you funds. Do your thing. Do the work. We're going to sit back here and plan how to tell you to do the work. The front needs helping hands, so let me go. I have experience dealing with the Tide of Ashes, and I was on the Euphoria operation, where we rooted out the Farland spies. The situation is critical, isn't it? So let me go. Your words are ironclad, ringing with resolve, but the FAC soldier doesn't dare respond. It's another more familiar voice that answers. That was an unofficial operation. While your role was only advisory, you still overstepped. Have you forgotten how they hauled you back on a stretcher? In your current condition, no one in their right mind would put you on the front lines. Then I'll gather intelligence from the rear. As you say this, you switch to an encrypted channel, excluding several participants with low clearance. You lock eyes with the city-state spy master, your words deliberate and sharp. I need to see Adelaide Campbell. Where is he being held? The Ninth Agency? Paradisos? I read her kit and understood absolutely nothing. Thumbs up. Her synergy with Aurum is so complicated. Her numbers are so low. Yet Aurum team does 300 damage somehow. Are we talking about Hilda or Irina there? So we're talking about Hilda, then yeah, Hilda's actually kind of insane. He just has It just takes 10 billion years to stack her resources. Like, Hilda makes sense to me. It's just a slow build-up. Because, like, at max stacks, it's a 6 times damage multiplier, which is... It'll make for a good YouTube thumbnail, that's for sure. 6 times damage, brr. Yeah, I don't know anything about Araya. I haven't even read her kit. He's still alive. Why? Are you looking to kill him yourself, like last time? I want to know what he's confessed. Okay, we've got a real slow start to the event, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I wish they just skipped this part and they just gave us like a brief overview of like how Chief was like recovering, and then like they decided to put her in the front lines because of this reason instead of like going through those reasons ourselves. It's dragging on for me, this intro. Like, nothing has happened yet, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm just like being impatient. I had the same thoughts with Synex's event, where like we're just randomly in the refugee camp and like accomplishing nothing in the refugee camp. I'm just like, okay, it's time for us to like move the plot forward. And like this talk about Adelaine, I just wish they just skipped right to us questioning Adelaine or whatever they're going to do with this, because this build-up is not doing it for me. Everyone knows he's the one pulling the strings behind the Farland attacks. He controls the Apostle Vashus, and he's an undergrounder, an enemy of this city. BR-005 was his operation. He has the answers, so why is he not being interrogated? You prevent me from seeing him, not letting me kill him, so what intelligence has that brought you? I thought that Ninth Agency could make even stones talk. I need answers. Where is BR-005? What happened there? What is the truth behind this outbreak? She offers a silent container for your outburst, her response deliberately detached. All you actually care about is that little sinner, isn't it? She's also important to the BR-005 investigation. We've lost enough field operatives already. This isn't a grief counseling session. We're staring down the barrel of a potential war. One wrong move means irreversible consequences. So everyone needs to keep a cool head and remember what's actually at stake. Get a grip. Unless you want to flood this command center with mania or kill the adjutant standing closest to you first. Huh? A tremor runs through Nightingale's hand as she supports you. The contamination bleeding from your body is a palpable poison to her touch. I'm fine, Chief. Damn it. Jor-El floats over with an unhurried grace, its anti-mania blue light scanning your body. Under its calming pulse, the corruption fades alongside your panicked emotions. Noting the change, the spy master allows her stern expression to soften. She rests her temple on one hand and speaks, her tone now measured and calm. We're now on the 52nd round of interrogations with Adelaide. Standard methods won't break him. The man's a black hole. Given half a chance, he'll turn the table on his interrogators, and that includes you. So our top priority is to contain him, sever all external communications, while tracking the enemy's intelligence network. The Ninth Agency has deployed more operatives to the far lands, but with the vast distance and all the calamities between us, not one scrap of intel is reaching this city in time. Meanwhile, the enemy's network remains flawless. In wartime, that kind of disadvantage is fatal. My suspicion? The underground has taken over the Mania dark web. You noted that during the Black Ring incident, Adelaide seemed to be syncing precise time with an unknown party. That's our entry point. Monitor their signals, crap their encryption, and mark my words, this will be a marathon, not a sprint. You've had your answers. You can leave now. This meeting was supposed to make conflicting departments bury the hatchet and focus on the real threat. But as it stands, you're in no position to contribute. Go back and rest up for now. You find no words for a rebuttal. Clenching your fist in frustration, you rise and let Nightingale support you as you leave. You said this meeting wasn't supposed to make conflicting departments bury the hatchet and focus on the real threat. And why is that unit not at this table? The ghost unit stationed at Nirvana Port. The one whose name alone makes Outlanders hesitate. Why aren't we using them? Aren't they exactly the kind of force this city needs right now? But you seem to fear them. A hungry wolf may hunt a tiger for you, but wolves bite, Chief. Be careful. Communication is completely down. A desperate need to be on the front lines burns within you, but once again you are left behind. This time this city is an actual war state, so their slow pacing makes sense. Can't just go out there willy-nilly like any other missions. Makes sense, yeah, but I don't know. I just wanted them to give me a recap on all of this political drama here, not like have me live through it personally. That's just a me personally thing. After 30 minutes, your condition stabilizes and Nightingale takes her leave. She has burdened you with duties since your collapse, and the weight of command now pulls her away. Now you're alone in the infirmary, with only Shorel for company. Its scanner still relentlessly sweeping over you. Hey, Rotten Pie, thanks. Yeah, we're at 1,000 now. It's crazy. I was like doing projections on like a month ago. Not a month ago, like I don't know, back in August, and I was like, okay, I'll hit 1,000 subscribers in like February. And here we are in November. So crazy growth. Really great to see everyone enjoying all the content. Some of the content I'm like really proud of. Some of the content I honestly think is just like I put something out because I need to put something out, and then people are like, "Oh my god, this is the best thing ever." So it's kind of crazy to see what people like and don't like. But yeah, it's been a great ride so far. It's been fun. Better late than never. That's for sure. Contamination levels are becoming increasingly volatile. Any changes with BR005? Could it be close already? Or did Hella... Please remain calm, Chief. It is impossible for a B-class center to become a corpse-born. If your shackles were directly tied to the Black Ring's core, like what happened at BR002, you would have difficulty regaining consciousness, just as you did in NF-113. That said, the present circumstances remain manageable. The fact that your shackles are still intact strongly suggests that the girl is alive and not fully become a corruptor. Your consciousnesses are linked. I hope that knowledge offers you some reassurance. Going to the front would make me more reassured. Correction, I hope you find more reassurance in a safe location. The Black Ring has become a weapon of war, Chief. That means someone who can suppress it. Strategic asset of the highest value. It is for this exact reason that the enemy has targeted you with that trap, to limit your mobility. Going forward, we cannot permit you to be exposed to further unnecessary risk. And there is no cause for alarm. The situation still remains with projected parameters. Edge contingency plans for this exact form of warfare have long been in place. Current events are proceeding with expected outcomes. It will be resolved. That's not the impression I got from the meeting. Shorel's silence descends at the opportune moment. And I can't let anything happen to Hella. I can't just sit back safe and sound while she's still out there. My VA is awful. No, we're not going there. Just because I do like a robot voice doesn't mean I'm a VA. So if you really want me out of danger, then do something about it. Find that Black Ring, destroy it, get Hella back. But the two of you are not even remotely comparable in value. Wow. In a fit of frustration, you grab the nearby report and swat Shorel with it. It's deeply unsatisfying. The black triangle just whirls in place like a disoriented top before steadying itself, utterly unfazed. Its scanning beam immediately locks back onto you. Your current condition is unstable. It is acceptable to direct your frustrations towards me, but I must advise against agitating yourself to the point of self-harm. I will amend my previous statement. Appropriate resources are being diverted to locate your friend. Given the delicate diplomatic climate, permitting that unit to participate in operations, even covertly, is a significant accommodation of your request. This action is not without its risks, which we have accepted to provide support. Remember Sinner Jasmine? She possesses exceptional resistance to the side effects of that rancor. After experimentation at the Black Ring Research Institute, the resulting technology has been discreetly transferred to Nirvana Port. That unit is now better equipped to control those weapons as you wished. I didn't cover Jasmine in the recap because I didn't think they'd bring her up, but here she is. Here they are bringing her up. Another moment of deathly stillness falls. Your language model is completely screwed since the reboot. Just stop. I don't need your emotional support. Just cut the crap and stick to your pragmatic war logic. You said it yourself. BR-005 is an anomaly, and so is Hella's situation. Your observatorium is useless now. She and the Shackles are your only real lead for intel. You better be praying she's still alive, because let's be honest, there's been no trace of BR-005, has there? A remarkably logical conclusion. I must admit, it is reassuring to see you analyzing the situation with such clarity. Just as you're about to dismiss it, you receive a message. Scored a big win? Come on, and let's celebrate. Can I still go out within the city's safe zone? Of course, your mobility is permitted, provided the individual you intend to meet is deemed secure and trustworthy. Only if you would allow a security detail to be notified and accompany you. After all, I have no intention to impede your freedom or be a source of your displeasure. What do you think, Chief? You look at the message on your terminal. The sender is anonymous, yet the identity is clear to you both. Churl waits for your answer. You can come with me. A prudent choice. If your trust in the other party is not absolute, then I will ensure your safety during this appointment. Man, this is a long story section. With Churl's discreet help, you leave the Bureau unnoticed. Outside, night has fallen prematurely. The distant howling tide of ashes seems to whip the city up with grating wind, scouring the sky of its final light. The evening air carries a distinct chill. You spot someone waiting for you by the roadside. Catherine? Hell yeah! That's what I'm fucking talking about. Give me that sports car. A familiar sight, though she switched to yet another luxury car. God, her voice is so fucking good. I was hoping to see you in something smart today, and you're wearing that? I got you those new clothes to wear, not to collect dust. Does MBCC think austerity is a fashion statement? Don't they pay you anything? She takes off her glasses to examine you carefully. What's with the face? Should be riding high after a win like that. Did the old fogies give you static? Get in. You look like you could use another drive to clear your head. She smiles, slipping her sunglasses from her face onto yours before turning her gaze back to the black triangle hovering at your side. And I don't mind having a third wheel along. That's Catherine. She once took you on a joyride like this during the Great Expo. You thought little of it then, but now everything has changed. Perhaps you should now refer to her by her true title, Commander of the Nirvana Port Troop, General of the 8th Discorps Division, Augustus. Augustus has executed multiple assaults on the FAC, including direct attacks on our 2 commanders-in-chief. That woman possesses dangerous capabilities, commands a radical faction, and has demonstrated no loyalty to our city-state. Public recognition by this city is therefore an impossibility. If you are considering collaboration with her, Chief, I must strongly advise utmost caution. Get in. Holy fuck, we're finally done with that story chapter. That was just really long. There was a lot of information all at once. Okay, so earlier we took a look at me attempting to clear the stage with Hella. Right? It was me attempting to clear it. But real quick, I want to show you guys what this looks like with Augustus. Because this shit's hilarious. And I'm going to be releasing this as part of a video tomorrow morning. Like, You guys are going to see the first part of tomorrow morning's video. But, let me go to my True Duo real quick. Okay, so Augustus, right? Just level 70 Augustus with Bell Tower. And Singlinde, level 70 with these 3 crime brands. This is just like a generic defensive crime brand set that gives a lot of energy and cores, whatever. It's a whatever set. Throw on Last Stand. Look how fucking easy this shit is. It's just a 2-man. I'm playing on 2 times speed. Oh, I got chomped. Never mind. I didn't move away fast enough. I got chomped. Okay. Oh, let me put Augustus in a smarter place so she won't get chomped. Okay, look how easy this shit is, part 2. And that's Dark Zone. Just 2-man it. Just 2-man it. Like, I don't see how Hella's ever going to compete with that nonsense. That is nonsense. 2-manning Dark Zone like that. And that's with attack, reticle, normal attack damage, and enemies take more normal attack damage. So, just 2-man it. It's just that easy. Crazy how strong Augustus is. It shouldn't be allowed. Okay, let me catch up on chat. There's a lot of chat. Can Servo Skull talk after replaying Rogue Trader? I think Shorl like a Servo Skull. Yeah, absolutely can. Yeah, I mean, certain Servo Skulls can't talk, but if they're like augmented to have vocals, then yeah, they talk. So when I did this part, nothing made sense. Is it assuming I've caught up on the live story? For the most part, it's talking about all of, like, the political fallout from the previous events. So yeah, if you don't have the previous event context, they're talking about a bunch of people that you don't know anything about. Basically, this city is at war with White Sands. This city is losing. And this city's best hope is Augustus, but nobody trusts Augustus because she's like a rogue mercenary. So that's basically what's happening there. I think it was said that Shore will either talk or put info directly into your brain. I don't recall that. No idea. I can't find any Orem DZ clear on Billy Billy. I think Hypatia will stay my only Orem center. At this point, I'm very skeptical to pull. I remember seeing one with where Hilda was used in Dark Zone with Hypatia, and they got like 250 something K. So it wasn't like an impressive score. And I don't know if that was like level 90s or level 70s, or if it was like wailed out S5s. I couldn't tell you. I just know that I saw Hilda and Hypatia get 250 something, like 256, something like that in Dark Zone. Next one, I think Orem team is more of a TO8 team than a Dark Zone one. That's what I get from EKG's vids. Yeah, Hilda does require like 10 billion years to reach max stacks. But I mean, if you do find a way to expedite how many stacks you get, I'm assuming you can make it work in Dark Zone. Although, like, it's not going to keep up with Augustus, that's for damn sure. Reforged Hella will beat Augustus. Reforged Hella, interesting. Interesting. Good on you, now play Eternal Nightmare with difficulty 24. I mean, Eternal Nightmare is just easy though, right? Like, even like the max difficulty Eternal Nightmare, I mean, that's all I play. I go into Eternal Nightmare right now. I'm in a Chaos 53 mid-exploration. Probably just abandon this so I can use the new characters next time I play, but... I just hit halfway point on chapter 13. Holy shit, Paradisus is kind of really dumb without Shalom. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, so my initial impressions of the story, slow fucking start, man. Like, they're spending all of the time going through all of the drama, but I wanted the event to just start. Like, we left off in Synex's event with a black ring exploding. We left off at the main story chapter with a black ring exploding. I wanted to jump into this event and have, like, the black ring exploded. Here's how we're handling the situation. Like, we need to get out and dodge. Like, we are in trouble, and here's how we're fighting back. But instead of getting that, like, in the action, how do we get out, how do we recover, how do we stabilize? Instead, we got Chief sitting in a boardroom talking to a bunch of suits and just, like, listening to suits bicker at each other. Like, it's not a very strong start to the event. But I'm hoping it picks up. I mean, Augustus has started now. Like, Augustus is in frame, so I'm hoping Augustus' involvement will let action start happening, because right now we are sorely missing action. We just have a bunch of backroom discussions. Be right back.
Here are the rules. We are the rules. Within these walls, you will hear all sorts of fussing and whining from all sorts of puppets and clowns. Read this past to detect the true color of their hearts, because the gate will only open for the truth. It just is. So find the truth. If you want your freedom, shut your Kiko. Try to question the rules. See the baton. The last thing you'll see is a magnificent firework made of your brains. Who's gonna stand and who's gonna fall? If you want it now, then be a dog. Shut your mouth on the beat, don't try to fight me. Buttons up, if you ran your face and meet it. You shall find the ones who tell the truth. You shall pin the ones who lie to you.
Okay, catching up again. Eastside is very weak compared to the perpetual tension of Syndicate. They lack the anxiety. It makes Eastside stories very boring. I'm not sure if I agree as a whole, but It's an interesting interpretation nonetheless. Do you think this game should be bigger on the EN side? I feel like the game is good, but it's not that big in the US at least. I think this game is significantly better than Arknights. And Arknights does really well in DN. And if this game advertised like Arknights did, it would be twice the size of Arknights. But Path to Nowhere does like zero, and I mean absolutely fuck all zero marketing. So nobody knows this game even exists. And that's not even my hot take. That's just like my cold take on the situation. Arknight's awful ads were awful on release too, but at least they did ads. Like I downloaded Arknights again, like 3 weeks ago. Okay. And I didn't make a single purchase on it. I just downloaded the game again. And I've got Arknights ads up the ass. Like everywhere I go is a fucking Arknights ad. It's just like every corner I turn is just like Arknights in my face. I've been playing Path Nowhere for 3 years and I've been spinning on Path Nowhere. I never see a Path Nowhere ad. The only time I saw a Path Nowhere ad was during Undercurrents when Jelena came out. Even then I saw it for like a day and then never again. So yeah, Path to Nowhere should be bigger on the global side, but it's not going to get bigger unless Path to Nowhere decides to spend money on advertising. So that's just what it comes down to. I see many comments that people avoid this game because of the lack of PC client. Yeah, that's just a general trend. There are some people who like will only play, like they don't want to play gotchas on their phone anymore. They want to play their free-to-play games on their PC nowadays, which, you know, fair. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Path to Nowhere is not big anywhere. It partially botched some aspects physically during release around chapters 9 to 12. Man, those were atrocious. I'm not going to get into previous controversies. Because I'm not sure if I understand what we're referring to, honestly. I don't know, it didn't seem like a slow start to me. Arknight's ads were awful on release. I know PTN from fan art. Yeah, see, fan art is the best advertising that Path Nowhere gets. Like, honestly. And like every once in a while, you'll get like a cosplayer who like cosplays as a Path Nowhere character. People are like, oh, what the fuck are you from? And like we get a massive influx of people. Like you'll see the Path Nowhere Reddit get like really busy for a week. And you're like, why are so many people like interested in Path to Nowhere right now? Like nobody's interested in this game. And then you find out that like some Korean cosplayer dressed up as Shalom, and you get like multiple thousand new players because of that one cosplay. It's crazy. I like Path Nowhere story writing and presentation way more, but I am biased to voice acting story. I think everyone's going to be biased towards the voice acted story, especially when you have the voice acting quality of Path Nowhere. Like, I recently tried to play The Outer Worlds 2, okay, and that's like a really big AAA title right now, coming from the Obsidian dev. Like, they made Fallout New Vegas, which is a really like well-acclaimed title. So that's like a big drop. It's a $70 game. And the voice acting in The Outer Worlds 2 was worse than the voice acting in Path to Nowhere. So like Path to Nowhere is like actually killing it on several fronts. You just don't fucking advertise. But oh well, that's whatever. One of my favorites from artists from Honkai randomly started playing PTN because of Garofano, and I came back as a result. Hey, there you go. I like the English VA is actually good too, which is surprising for a gacha game. Very surprising for a gacha game. Battlefield Stage 2 out of 2. While Chief is temporarily unconscious, Broken Blade Squad 3 continues out their mission. What the fuck is this? An assault unit? Oh, is this the auto chess stuff? Are they doing auto chess again? Heard FemShep's voice during chapter 13. Yeah, she's had like 4 voice lines or something like that. We got jump scared by it during Infer's events. I think it was the first time she spoke. That's the first time I remember her speaking, and it jump scared me. I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" Arknights did not make much money at the start too. It took a lot of years before they started beating big titles like Wool or ZZZ and Profits. I would agree. But even then, like, Arknights understood that you had to like do advertisements. Like, I remember advertisements from Arknights release. I didn't join it, but like random YouTubers were shilling out Arknights like it was goddamn Raid Shadow Legends. Like it was big news. Everybody knew Arknights by name. Again, even if they weren't profitable, at least people knew they existed, unlike Path of Nowhere. Okay, yeah, this is auto chess. Tap the deployment station to view details. The magnifier icon to dispatch. Okay, so I have deployment points to spawn new units. Holy shit, he's fucking massive. When did we become Attack on fucking Titan? Good God. Okay, just let me send my Gundam Titans out here. I don't know what they do, but they're fucking big, so they gotta win, right? I am not looking forward to seeing Hella's pain. Just reading through Hikate's POV in chapter 13 is breaking me. Hella's voice actress is fucking killing it already. She's been like a tenth of a scene, but I already feel the heartbreak that Hella's going through. My favorite character in the game, tough call. I've got a few that I've got an eye out for. Actually, I need to go update my list, so let me go do that as soon as I finish this tutorial. Integrate into the term. Oh, this is so much information. This is so much information. I don't need all of this. This is looking like an Arknights event right here, where Arknights just like throws 18 tutorials at you for some reason, and it's like completely unrecognizable. That's kind of what's happening here. Like, I don't, like, Garrison all, sure. Like, I don't know what's happening. Garrison all. Garrison all. Sure. Units are divided in different types. Tap the new units to be unlocked. I have to manually unlock them? Okay. Whatever. Consume resources that I don't even know. This is too much. They're doing too much. Destroying several more Orm Secretary devices as they do the sandstorm, blah blah blah, retreating, reverting, and blah blah blah. Perhaps the acting commander was right. The Tide of Ash is no ordinary calamity. It's a weapon engineered by the Farland enemy to neutralize it. They have to find, destroy the Orm Secretary devices and resonate with the Apostles. Suddenly, the squad's most perceptive soldier catches a glimpse of movement within the swirling stand. He stops dead, raising binoculars to get a better look. There they are. So, when do we get to wipe them out? What's the holdup? Wire Girl picked anything up yet? Our new commander still off taking a nap. Man, don't tell me their commander kicked the bucket. Something screaming orders yesterday. If she doesn't get her act together, there's going to be a forward FAC outpost left to save. Who am I kidding? Let him drop. More corpses just mean more juice for my cannon. Make shredding those outland mutts even sweeter. You're getting a bit loud there, Scar. Ooh, are we having a lesson right before a fight? I love it. Ouch. The doctor kicks his weapon away and sedates him with a shot to the hip, finally quieting him down. Lieutenant takes the communicator. Broken blood Broken Blade Squad 3 to command. Minos here, what's your status? The Mania field is volatile, the landscape has shifted, and our way forward is blocked. Our original position is no longer tenable. Chief, you have more intel than we do. What's your read on situation? We detected high mania reactions and signal transmissions in the northeast, southeast, and due east directions. Targets A and B are located on the shallow zone of the Tide of Ashes. At Target A, the Broken Squad has been ambushed while attempting to provide reinforcements to their colleagues. For Jesus fucking Christ, dude. This is too much. They're doing too much. They're doing too much. Okay, let me go back to the original question that I wanted to answer. Who are my favorite sinners in the game? Edit, get rid of Irene, and we are going to add in Augustus. Now, where is Augustus? Is Augustus my favorite right now? Yeah, I'm going to say Augustus is my favorite currently. I hate how this thing works. Angel's up here. Corrin's there. Shalom. Rahu. And then Pilgia Shin. 11. Patya Raven. There's my top 10. In order. I'm going to go with Augustus first and then everybody else. Aside from ads, we could also went the Limbus route where we just went pure word of mouth, but for that to actually work, we need some big CC for that. You also need to be on more platforms than just like the Google Play Store. So one of the things that made Limbus work so well is that it's on Steam. And just being in multiple locations helps a lot. But Path Nowhere, it's like only on Google and Apple Play. So like they don't even have a PC client. How are they going to attract players? It's if Arknights had a PC client, if they had like a fucking Xbox client or a PlayStation client, then sure, I could see them getting away with it. But just on the mobile Play stores, like it's not enough to do word of mouth, in my opinion. But I'm not a marketing expert or anything. My favorite is now Vanilla Eternal Nightmare Hurts. When she said, "Tell me I'm amazing" in the trailer, I got chills. Hi there, just popping in to say hi. I don't want to be spoiled, so have a good one. You too, Wooly. You too. Thanks for stopping by. Fugitive Man playing Heart of Irons temporarily. I think PTN story and as a game overall is much better than Arknights, and it's sad to see that Arknights is more popular just because of ads. I would agree. Yes. After 5 years of playing, I'm a certified Arknights hater. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I took 2 years off of Arknights, but I'm back now. As of almost the past month, I've been playing. It's always overrated. I said it there. I said it. It's always overrated. Being on Steam automatically goes nuts because players from certain countries can only play on Steam or console platforms. Oh. Or only pay. Yeah, so we're talking monetary. I don't know how other countries do the monetary stuff, but you're right about that. Yeah. And speaking of like, again, I think the Path Nowhere story and a game overall is much better than Arknights, and it's sad to see Arknights is more popular just because of ads. Yes. And then it's also sad to see it on like a larger scale too, beyond just like the direct comparison between Arknights and Path Nowhere, but seeing it like Game of the Year. If you look at like the Game of the Year contentions, it's not the games that were like the most well received or the most beloved. It's the games that had like the most advertisement, right? Like somehow like Nintendo games are ending up there, and it's like Expedition 33 somehow isn't in the conversation, despite Expedition 33 and like Split Fiction receiving phenomenal reviews and being loved by their player base. They're still going with some like random like first party title that has no story, has mediocre gameplay, but it has the advertisement of like either Nintendo or PlayStation behind it. So it's just the world we live in, where ads mean more than like the quality game itself. That is... Yeah, so I'm a poor little sheltered American boy, and I don't know much about how the world works outside of the Americas. But, so for example, in my country, if I want to buy something in PTN, I would have to use crypto. It is unreasonable and frankly problematic. But if it's on Steam, I can just purchase a gift card key and pay. That is completely foreign to me. That's... Wow. That's definitely eye-opening, though. To be honest, I have no idea how I found this game. I know exactly how I found this game. I saw a very questionable ad at like 11:30 p.m. right before I went to bed, and I was like, you know what? Whatever. I will download the really questionable app and just play it for like an hour before I go to bed. And then instead of having a really questionable game, it turns out that I had like a genuinely better than Arknights on my hands. And I was like, oh my God, my fucking savior, save me from the horror that is Arknights. In the regular banner, which character should I select? It should be you go and somebody. Your second pick doesn't matter as long as it's not demon. You'll be all right. Rahu's got a reforge coming up, but she's not going to be useful unless you get her reforge and she's level 90. Moore is really good, but you need her ECB 3, so that's another like big investment. Vanilla is pretty good as just like a tank DPS hybrid, and Oo is pretty good as like a supportive core breaker. And Yugo is she's featured on like crit based teams, and she's like a cornerstone to anything going crit. So I'd recommend Yugo and somebody not demon. For this one, yeah, Jasmine is for sure. Yeah, I think these two are the best, Jasmine and Pilgia. Pilgia's a little weak until she gets her first shackle, unfortunately, but all of these Furies are kind of meh. I mean, you get Nox for free, so there's no reason to use Nox. Zoya's really weak, Donald's really weak, Synex is really weak. Pilgia's really good, but she does require her first shackle, and Jasmine's just absolutely insane, so hopefully you get Jasmine. Next up, Bai requires a reforge, Serpent requires a reforge, Crash is just awful. Graves is a good choice. Adele's going to be OP, but she also requires a reforge. Mantis is okay, Angel's okay. So whoever you get here, it's going to be a lot of investments. But if you want like max power, I'd say like Adela and Bai, or maybe Graves, because Graves is like a supportive piece and she's always going to find relevance. But that's a tough call. For reticles, Treya, absolutely Treya. And then the second one, probably Lady Pearl. I'd say Drea and Lady Pearl. Drea's she's the bleed team like core member, and the bleed team is absurd. And Lady Pearl is just a really strong, consistent support unit that also has like good, consistent damage herself. For the mages, Voltaire Blue, Millie, or 11. 11 does require a reforge to be good. Millie and Voltaire Blue are just like very strong, powerful pieces on their own. Millie's more of a support unit. Voltaire Blue is like a just spam your skill over and over again and slam people's faces with brute force. For this one, absolutely Shin and LL. There's no question, Shin and LL. Like if you get anybody else, that's just a sad fucking time. You should be going for Shin and LL. If you get Shin and LL, your account's like fucking bonkers crazy, and you're just like overpowered as hell. That's my thoughts on the regular banner. But for now, don't focus on the regular banner. For now, just grab Augustus, because Augustus is actual she. Nothing really changed in Arknights over the years, yet it became more popular and profitable. All new modes that were added aren't popular because of IS, who knows? I couldn't tell you either. Integrated strategies is what kept me around for as long as I stayed, but I don't think integrated strategy is that effective at recruiting new players, because it's very much like food for veteran players to sink their teeth into. So I couldn't tell you why ArcNet succeeded, like as it goes on. I saw it on YouTube before release. Past Nowhere. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know they did like pre-release streams or videos. The Wolverine ad was a war crime. I don't think I've seen the Wolverine ad. Yeah, Elle's very good, and Augustus is the limited. Yeah, actually. Yeah. Augustus is her, she is the one. Yeah, the one and only. I'd show you what she's capable of, but I ran through my attempts on Broken Frontline. But catch my video tomorrow morning, or my video from this morning, and you'll see how just like absurdly crazy Augustus is. If you guys haven't seen my Augustus guide yet, go watch that, because that is a really good video. It was originally going to be much longer, but I found a way to like cut down a lot of the redundant and useless information, and I'm really happy that I was able to like condense all the information that I did down to like 9 minutes. I'm pretty proud of the Augustus guide, especially when I stayed up all night trying to make it. Those videos usually take a lot of time. I finished the stream at like 9 o'clock or something like that, and then I spent the next 5 hours working on that video. So I was up till like 2 or 3 a.m. like getting the Augustus guide down pat and released as early as it possibly could. So I'm really proud of the Augustus guide. Go check that out. And then tomorrow morning's video is also going to be really good. It's more just Augustus propaganda. So if you like Augustus, get ready for that one. Gotta go. Thank you for streaming. Bye. All right, catch you later. Oder, I'm still messing up with your name. Oder Mayer. Have a good one. No, just character trailers. I saw Langley, Zoe, and Chameleon. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, where were we? My music stopped. Let's start music again. Oh my god, there's so many floating hellas. Hold up. Okay, so the guy with 69,000 upvotes at level 100, who is advertising a Discord link, of course he has the animated hella. This animated hella is $65, by the way, just so everyone's aware. 65 USD. I'm not sure what that means in your territory, but $65 US for the animated hella. There's another animated hella. How many more animated hellas are we gonna find? 3 animated hellas. We have a sophisticated path nowhere enjoyer. Booba like for like. Little smiley face and a mouse face. Gotta love it. So we're at 3, we're at 4 now. Can we get 5? Can we get 5? I'm just not realizing that this is like the super border for spending like a fuck ton more than 65. And there's, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 super borders. And are there any more from down below? 5 super borders. Can we get a 6th? No. Okay, 6. I'm going to accept this guy. Oh, I thought I was accepting him. I sent him a friend request instead. My bad. Sure. Sure. Okay, so how much was that again? How much is that super border? Let me go check. Path Nowhere is making bank on this, but more power to him. So it's $135 to get that border. Yeah, that The frame, the border, whatever you want to call it, $135. And I saw 5 of them on my friends list. So Path is bringing in some crazy good money with this event. Some crazy good money. And also caught because I did spend $15. So caught, hands up. Crazy. Spinning hella. Yeah, it's a really good animation. I don't know why people are chasing the border, but there's definitely people chasing the border. I can see why people would want to chase the hella, even if it's extraordinarily expensive. But I mean, it's really, again, when we're talking about that border, it's not like you're spending 65 or 60 just for the animation or just for the border. You're getting all the other things that you already bought, right? This is just like a bonus on top of what you actually paid for. So it's not the most egregious thing in the world, but it is. Like, for me, this is whale stuff. Well, for other people, this is just normal shit. But for me, it's whale. For me. Respect to whales for keeping the game alive. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Give your whale an 07. Hey man, hats off to him. I didn't think that kind of this kind of event would like bring out the whales, but it did. Whales are eating it up. What else do I have to do? I have Gold Rush. Let's do Gold Rush. What's my compliance stuff looking like? I forget how to sort compliance. We are at Stargazer sitting at 99% and Jasmine sitting at 97%. We're almost ready for our next round of compliance farming. Almost. And then our newcomers. Augustus at 12 and Glenday at 14. So they've got some work to go still. $135 isn't a guaranteed character without top-up bonus in a whale or other modern gacha. No, you're actually not wrong. That's the sad part. If you're like doing like you're an actual whale, right, and you're not buying packs, you already bought all the packs, and you're just doing like the actual crystal buying, which is what most whales do. They just buy straight crystals. Then yeah, 135 is not a guarantee on Hoyo or its competitors in like Wuwa and stuff. I've already looked at the survey thing that shows who used the most stuff. I have not. Let's go check that out. That's fun. Where is that? Archived memories? No. No. Is it one of these? No. Is it this? No. Is it that? No. Where do I find it at? It's in the announcement. What a weird spot. Disinfo. Okay, here we go. That's such a weird place to put it. I really wish they put it in the event. The event category. Epic music. Annual work report. I'm going to change this song because I don't like Elysia Land songs. Fatal Call. This is 11's event. It'll be good enough. View report. I think I accidentally skipped something, but I didn't. Chief, this marks your 3rd year with the Sinners. Over the last year, you've diligently served a total of 352 days. Your peak hours are from late to late each day. You've invested a total of 146,000 hypercubes to the construction of MBCC. Of these, you completed 1,169 arrests. Thanks to your efforts, the Bureau has newly detained 22 sinners and provided them 17 attires. I don't know if this is a lot or not, so you guys tell me, am I doing a lot of pulls? Am I like actually light on pulls? Is my luck good or bad? I can't tell. "39 sinners have reached 100% compliance. Serpents is the sinner you've paid the most attention to over the past year. You gave them special attention for 168 days. Over the past year, you also dived deep into the Broken Frontline Dark area with the sinners, earning a total of 839,000 points. In the anomaly areas of Remnants of the Depths, you've also earned 167,000 points. The most frequent appearing sinner was Jelena, as they served the main force in 414 battles. Okay, well that's just because the only usable magic team was Arcane Crit. Okay? It's not because I like Jelena. It's just because the only usable magic team was Arcane Crit. Jesus. Chief, this marks your 3rd year leading MBCC. From Syndicate to Carnival, from the Drifter Camp to the Precarious Polis, the journey has been full of hardships. Yet every sinner who follows you believes that the future of this city will be shaped by your hands. Cool. No. I'm using excuses all day. Because I don't like Jelena. Jelena is like... Let me make a tier list real quick. Here's like the A tier. Here's the B tier. And then like here's the D tier. And Jelena's like down here. Okay? I don't like Jelena. I'm not a Jelena fan. I'm just forced to use her for meta reasons. Like she's not that bad. Like I don't hate her that much. But like I find her to be very boring. Like, this is just, like, the most, like, safe design that Path Noir's ever had. And her gameplay is honestly very uninteresting. Just like, hey, crit damage, here you go. I like other sinners that have, like, more depth and complexity going on. I did 1193 arrests. Okay, so me and Raven are close. If not exactly the same. Every time I click on an orange triangle, a new orange triangle pops up somewhere else. Yeah, Reforge. Anybody who's Reforged is level 90, everybody else is level 70. So, Bai, Summer, 11, Stargazer, and Hela, they're level 90. And that's just because to access the full Reforge, you have to bring them to level 90. Like, I personally, I wouldn't have bothered, but like to make videos about Reforged Bai, I have to Reforge her. So, same thing with like 11 and Summer. I have to Reforge these people if I'm going to make videos on them. So whatever. I have the resources for it. Definitely feels weird though, because like I try to compare like how strong 11 is directly to how strong like Augustus is, but it's hard to make that direct comparison because my Augustus is level 70 and my Reforged 11 is level 90. So like how much of the comparison is like a true honest comparison and how much of it is the difference between level 70 and level 90 center. And that's hard to quantify. So has its ups and downs. That being said, level 70 Augustus, and I'm gonna back this up with the shackles, all right? Note, my Augustus is S5, okay? But my level 70 Augustus is stronger than my level 90 Reforged 11. Even if we're comparing like their direct dedicated teams, my Augustus dedicated team is better than my Reforged 11 dedicated team. Now that being said, you might think that this Shackle 5 might have a factor in that decision. Keep in mind, my 11 is Shackle 4. So I'm comparing a level 90 Reforged Center to a level 70 with practically even shackles, and they're both 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So it's like, it should be leaning towards 11, because 11 just has 20 levels on her, but Augustus is winning in every single category, hands down, no problem. So Augustus is just fucking insane. Yeah, that's the reason why I did Hella, is because Hella's Reforge, it gets refunded. If you reach like the breakpoints, there's a operation mission somewhere. It looks kind of like this. Level Hell up to 80 and they give you a refund for all those materials. Level Hell up to 90, they give you a refund for all those materials. They did the same thing with Hella's Reforge. If you reforge her, you get all of the materials back. I escaped the anniversary really nicely. We've got 13 tickets. We've got 20 pools and hypercubes. And then also we have however many of these. We've got like 20 pulls and hypercube acceleration. When we're desperate, we can get 20 pulls from hypercube acceleration. And then on top of all of that, we also have another 49 pulls if we need a pull there. And then obviously, like, if it gets really, really desperate, we just start spamming interrogations. But if we ever get to the point where we're like spamming interrogations, do pulls, we're in trouble. Yeah, the pulls are everywhere. They're hidden and forgotten about. Like, fun fact, okay? Fun fact. If one player does every single main story mission, right, from chapter 0 all the way through Orate Regale, they do every single mission, and another player doesn't touch the campaign at all, but they somehow manage to complete every single interrogation in the game, the interrogations will give more cubes than the entirety of the main story. That's a fun fact. There are more cubes in the interrogations than there are main story. So if you're ever desperate for pulls and you really need to get like an Augustus or a Seto or something like that, spam your interrogations. You'll get the cubes. There's more cubes in interrogations than there is in the story. I mean, the story has like, what, 100 something pulls in it? Like 120 pulls or something like that? Maybe not that much. It's around 100 pulls in the story from start to finish. Something like that. Okay. I'm like delaying playing the event because the event's just kind of like, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the event right now. Going to go finish chapter 13. Good luck. Okay, do I have to do all 3 of these or do I just pick one? Just one of them? Broken Blade Squad 8 has been ambushed while attempting to provide reinforcements. They are calling for support. Target B is the Ashes defense zone established by FAC, currently breached. Or something about high tactical risk. You know what? We're all in on the Broken Blade Squad, okay? We are here for Augustus, so we are going to help out the Broken Blade Squad. The Orm Secretament device catalyzes the Tide of Ashes, periodically granting an enemy a dodge effect. The Orm Secretament cannot be destroyed until a specific number of enemies are defeated. Okay, so one thing that I didn't include in the Augustus guide that I really considered if I should put in or not, because I wasn't sure if it was an important detail or not, but I'm going to share it here. True damage ignores dodge. For whatever reason, when like enemies have dodge, do any of these have like natural dodge? Do you have natural dodge? No. Okay, so none of these people have natural dodge, but whenever an enemy has dodge, it specifically says like dodge physical and arts, or physical and magic or whatever. Whereas it doesn't say anything about dodging true damage. So true damage is undodgeable. It's a fun little note. Team, my Shattered Blade team. Okay, this is what Augustus gameplay looks like. It's really skillful and hard to pull off, I'll be honest. Sometimes I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to keep up. Wait, I'm running out of Shattered Blades. Let me do an Empower real quick. Okay, there we go. Oh, let me get more Shattered Blades. Okay, we're ready. Core breaking. I love core breaking. Augustus, they're trying to dodge. Flop. What the hell is this? They just keep going back for more. What are these things made of? Someone tell me. Someone tell them the party's over. Wait, something's off. Sniper scope. As the sandstorm fades, the world sharpens into view. In the distance, Singlinde can just make out the raised dunes, their forms subtly writhing against the clearing sky. This is... Everyone spread out, take cover! The desert floor gives way without warning, or rather, it splits apart like a gaping mouth, devouring everyone above it. Singlinde activates the electromagnetic shield. While the squad escaped harm thanks to her alert, the comms device linking them to Chief is dragged down into the quicksand. We shouldn't lose communication like this on the battlefield. It's unprofessional to leave command in the dark and make them worry. As she speaks, she gets to her feet, dusting the sand from her uniform. Then, along the arched crest of the dune bordering the vast sinkhole, she spots two figures. Oops, our little secret operations busted. So, boss, what's the plan for us lowly grunts? Synex is in the event. I'm so glad I covered her in the story recap. Shall we make these problems disappear? Or can I pretty please choose for the runaway option? Her companion, however, is already prepared, a web summoned forth. Resonating with Orm Secretum, an ash crystal heeds the sinner's call, its core radiating a malevolent glow. Of course, we wipe them out. The Apostle's roar echoes in the distance. A new dust storm erupts, and within it, the Orm Secretum warrior vanishes. She charges through the swirling room, a specter hurtling toward a city-state she despises, and toward its rabid hounds. Sinners wielding Orm Secretum, are they outland elites? Though, judging by their reaction, it seems we've surprised each other. A fortunate coincidence, to be sure. Looks like their campaign's first victory will be ours. Psyduck's made an appearance. That's cool. Yeah, I really want to feel this event, but I'm just not. I'm not feeling it, man. And this is going back to the just city politics again. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bite my tongue because I think Catherine's here. And if Catherine's here, that makes up for it. I think Catherine's in this story. Don't want to get spoiled. Thanks for the stream. All right, catch you later, Tech. Hello? Singlinde? Lieutenant? You listen intently, but the communicator offers only silence. Has the team lost contact? Did you send them down the wrong path? Is there sacrifice on your hands? You need to go back. You have to... Hey. Focus. Damn, she looked good. The urgent thought shatters. You are pulled into the shimmering glow of the ballroom, the soft strains of the waltz, and the captivating presence of the female general in crimson standing before you. Catherine keeps one hand in yours, the other resting lightly on your waist. Her gaze holds a mixture of mild reproach and amusement. That's not even your unit. If I'm not worried, my advisor, you shouldn't be. Your only job right now is to dance. As she speaks, she deftly twists her wrist, guiding you through a partial turn to avoid a collision before sweeping you back to the center of the floor in one elegant arc. Have I heard her annoyed voice line yet? No, I haven't. And after this is over, I'll go change arts and spam tap her. My people are strong. If I say they'll win, they will win. They consider this victory a celebration in advance. Or, do you have a problem with your partner? Of course not. A quick glance around tells you everything. People are either mocking those fashionable sunglasses you're wearing, or envying your luck for being with such a beautiful woman. The honor's all mine. That'll do. Now, follow my lead. You workaholics never know how to handle these parties, do you? Watch and learn. Am I supposed to be... What am I supposed to be doing? Okay. You have to wait until the sweet zone appears. Sweet zone's not visible until you're already in the sweet zone. You step forward under her guidance. Her hand rests on your waist, her face turned to yours. The scent of her perfume, a rich bloom mingled with temple incense, wafts under your nose, and her hair whispers against your cheek. Yet, your thoughts are still far from here. With every turn she leads you through, the surrounding conversations slice through the music, pulling your attention, fragment by fragment. Okay, some rumors. Okay, more rumors. Guy complaining about not being able to get his deliveries out. This guy talking about his immigration consulting. They're discussing the war. Tomorrow, the City-State Council will once again vote on the wartime emergency resolution. And so today, philanthropists, social elites, counselors, magnats, I don't know what that is, and intellectuals have gathered here under the guise of a ball to exchange intelligence and form alliances. Yes, this is an anti-war gathering, and most of those present are Augustus's enemies. Yet none of them recognize this mysterious general, who seems solely devoted to indulging in the evening's lavish pleasures. To the rhythm of the carefree music, she pivots, using your frame for balance. The motion brings her face to yours, and your gazes lock. Do you enjoy these parties? Better than chasing game through some manners grounds. After the non-stop action of a night of elegance, even if it's put on, is a good change. Let's play dress up and listen to these aristocrats' sheltered little jokes. Call it a decadent upper-class hobby. You should try it. Could be a fun distraction. Her voice is so good. Knocking out of the fucking park. I know about the Endoharsh. Their entire wealth was built on arms dealing. They were a major factor in the last stages of the Independence War and the development of the satellite towns. I heard they weren't originally allies with Dissidia. They primarily armed the metropoles. They only established ties with Dissidia once the independent forces started to win, so they profited from both sides. They're not as powerful now. What's an arms dealer without an army, after all? But they're still everywhere in high society. I guess war really is good for business. I still have contamination on me. If I lose control, it could cause serious trouble. You're worried about causing trouble? Even if you did, no one would dare touch you, I promise. The draft resolution is facing considerable opposition. On the surface, it's certain East Side factions trying to limit FAC's authority. But what concerns me is that the FAC itself opposes several clauses. That's strange. They're clearly afraid of something else. Okay, I'm skipping the Into the Blue song. Maybe with that dance floor knot. Lost in thought, your foot comes down on your partner's toes for the 6th time. A breathy laugh escapes from her as her hand presses slightly against your waist. Relax. You're wound way too tight. No one here knows the chief of MBCC is working with us. FAC and the 9th Agency aren't going to talk. To this city, you're still a hero who quelled the rebellion at the Great Expo. The last thing they want is anyone finding out we're working together. The music happens to slow down, and you no longer feel the need to hide your true thoughts. But you seem like you want people to notice. Our deal was for the battlefield, hunting the Black Ring, hitting the Outlands. It was supposed to be quiet, so why drop my name to get me here? It's your game. Is this about sizing up the opposition? The ones blocking the mobilization order? The future obstacles? Don't insult me by pretending this is just a party. I was thinking, this is a good piece, and you're not a terrible dancer. Would have been a nice dance to finish. Pity you're not actually here to enjoy it. If you're not interested, just let go of my hand and go back to your MBCC. You can have my car you came in. The Black Triangle knows how to drive it. It'll take you back home. Don't force it. I don't need reluctant partners. As she speaks, her grip on your hands loosens, a silent promise to let go. Grab her hand. As the music final notes fill the room, the dance floor stirs back to life. Your hand moves from her shoulder to her waist as you take the lead, guiding her through the final turn. This time, you don't miss a single step. Till the music ends. Are you happy now? I'm not opposed to bending the rules. Frankly, I could use a little extra help myself. But this partnership only works if we're straight with each other. No more games. I've got my own war to fight, General. I'm not just another asset for you to deploy. Is that satisfying enough for you? She looks at you. A smile spreads across her face. Not a bad lead. I'm satisfied. The floor's all yours. Enjoy the rest of the ball. Just don't overthink it. Your first and foremost job tonight is to unwind, which means this. With a sweet smile, she casually plucks the sunglasses from your face, the very pair she gave you, along with the communication device. She simply walks away, taking your only terminal for messages from Broken Blade Squad 3 with her. Is going back where it belongs. Without your sunglasses, you're quickly recognized by the people around you. Ah, if it isn't the chief of MBCC. I knew you were a person of justice, a real peacemaker. Please come join us. Catherine's hand slips from yours. Her smile is the last thing you see before she is swallowed by the bustling throng on the dance floor, leaving you suddenly alone. Over an hour later. After several rounds of exchanges, you've taken the measure of the ball's attendees. Their motivations are a predictable mix of fear, financial cost, anxiety over lost business, and sheer political vendetta. You find yourself constantly courted and led back to the dance floor. Meanwhile, some self-proclaimed activists organize anti-war protests while secretly plotting violence against public facilities, particularly FAC installations. Others simply avoid your gaze. You commit several suspicious faces to memory for a later report to the Ninth Agency. It's time to leave. The spectacle is becoming unbearable. Though you genuinely despise war, here the word peace is like a clay statue slathered in thick makeup, sticky, hollow, and nauseating. The cognitive dissonance is suffocating. You excuse yourself to the restroom, splashing cold water on your face in a desperate bid for a moment of clarity. And then, as you step out, you are cornered once more. Chief? I work over at the council. I was hoping I could ask you about the recent raid on Euphoria. I heard you were one of the people who organized the whole operation, that you were even on the front lines. But the sinners from MBCC are all contaminated. They can't fight. And the FAC, they don't get involved in police actions like that. So, who did you take with you? It wasn't those Nirvana rebels from the White Sands, was it? You become high on alert. What are you getting at? Every last one of them at Euphoria was a traitor. If you have a problem with that, take it up with the Ninth Agency. Unless you're afraid to. What's the matter? You got friends there? No, I have nothing to do with that shadowy group. Anyway, the Ninth Agency's been investigating them from inside and out. There's no way the Stillage Society would dare make a move right now. You have to believe me. He's very well informed. I'm worried about you. I think you've been marked by warmongers. Please be careful. This guy is remarkably well informed. You know what the Ninth Agency and Stillage Society is? What the fuck? You turn back, and that look is all the encouragement he needs. The military clique back then, they're all ambitious, brutal. They'd always believe in rule through force. After they seized power, they brought nothing but suffering to the city-state. For 12 years. My family lived through that, persecuted by them. I haven't forgotten. I can't. Back then, this city expanded through bloody campaigns abroad while tightening its grip at home. They'd start wars to distract from their failures. Violence was always their answer. It took everything we had to correct those mistakes, to overthrow them, drive them out, those dangerous elements. But they never really left. They never disbanded. They're still drifting through White Sands like ghosts. It just proves they haven't given up. They're waiting for a chance to reclaim power. I've heard they have a new leader now. Last year they forced their way into the FAC, and now they're using you. For what? I don't even know. You want to launch a full-scale rescue for a little subordinate of yours? Sure, I'll do it. Frankly, you wouldn't find anyone else crazy enough to say yes. Don't hold it against them. A real war costs a fortune. And a B-class senator like her is just not worth the price tag. Not to mention, you're going in blind. It's a terrible plan. But you're worth the... I believe in investing in people who have potential. You will return the favor someday, won't you? Chief, don't trust them. However this plays out, you can't let them take control of your city again. His face is a mask of worry, his words dipped in earnestness. Yet, a sliver of doubt remains. In these treacherous times, even the hands of your so-called collaborator feel perilously close to your back. In the end, only one thing is certain. That's your problem, not mine. I don't have any comment on the mobilization order. Everything I do serves one purpose: peace or war. I'll walk whichever path gets me closer to my goal. Nothing else matters to me. I'm not the ally you're looking for. There are other things I need to handle. Good day. Chief! You shrink from his presence and walk down the corridor, but as you look up, the passage melts away, depositing you back into the overwhelming swirl of the ballroom. Is it the stirring of your shackles that sharpen your senses? The dramatic din of the crowd? Or a dull roar? Or once a dull roar. I've read this so wrong. Let me start over. Is it the stirring of your shackles that sharpens your senses? The chaotic din of the crowd, once a dull roar, now crashes upon you. Each laugh, each whisper, a razor-sharp provocation. You know, if that incident at the Great Expo never happened, we wouldn't be in this mess. Sometimes I wonder, was that the old military's doing? Is that why Fraser's peace talks keep failing? And this resolution we're voting on, you think those warhawks engineered this too? Don't even get me started. The demand for hypercubes is already stretching our production to its absolute limit. And now the speaker expects us to play nice and make concessions to the West District? That man parlayed a single Expo incident into a reputation. Now it's gone straight to his head. Are they discussing peace? Certainly. They speak of averting war, and like you, they profess a hatred for conflict. Yet, a subtle dissonance begins to weave through the conversation, humming just beneath their words. The vote is just a few days away, and you know, that MBCC chief, what if we could get her to influence Speaker King? Maybe even sit down directly at the negotiating table. Think about it, she's the hero who fought the Black Rings. Fraser could broker an introduction to the Farland Alliance, and we pitch it as a joint operation. We help them suppress the Black Ring, and in return, we get access to new mining territories. We can develop the resources together, peacefully. See? Every crisis is an opportunity in disguise. A wave of nausea washes over you, blurring your vision. Is BR-005 acting up? You push to your feet, scanning the glittering room for Catherine. You need to find her, to tell her your work is done, that she must honor her promise to take you back to the battlefield. Ella is still out there, somewhere beyond your sight, and every second in this gilded cage is a second too long. Several people spot you, reaching out with polished smiles to take your arm. Their unwanted touch is a trigger. Something primal and hungry stirs beneath your skin, straining to pierce through the surface. Don't touch me. And in that exact moment, a piercing mania alarm shreds the air, sending waves of fear through the crowd. Mania contamination? Or robbers? What? The alarm system malfunctioned? Seriously, how could they mess up like... You freeze. Could the mania outbreak be because of you? Did you lose control of your emotions again? It was me, Chief. I infiltrated the mania detection system here and made some minor tweaks. The pocket on your chest vibrates slightly. It's Shoral. Your mania levels have spiked beyond the safety parameters. I'm afraid you can't stay here any longer. And before you worry, the cause may not be emotional. I'm detecting an anomaly from the White Sands frontline. The source could be an issue with BR-005. You should return to investigate. I believe you'd prefer that anyway. I will inform General Augustus that you received an urgent call to MBCC. There's no need for anyone to know about this. You force your head up. On the second floor balcony, a woman's gaze meets yours. She offers a faint smile and raises her wine glass in a silent toast, her expression clearly saying, "You've got this." She seems utterly indifferent to the fate of her frontline troops. Swathed in elegance and savoring fine wine, her relaxed, carefree demeanor is undistinguishable from the other high society guests at this grotesque gala. Another wave of nausea washes over you. You have to look away. Shoral is doing one thing useful, yeah. You're right, let's head back. Triangle. I love that we call it a fucking triangle. Hell yeah. I'll let you deal with the report to her. I need to get out of here and check in on the front line ASAP. Meanwhile, at the Ashes front line you've been worried about. Though the apostles roar in the storm's rage, even the wild laughter of the Orm Secretum Center cannot drive back the Discorp soldiers, who hold their ground behind cover, their eyes fixed on the distant horizon. There's no need to retreat. Stand fast, everyone. Command confirms reinforcements are inbound. Our mission is to buy them time. Oh, you're getting reinforcements, all right. Don't you worry, you are getting reinforced. Blap 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 blap. That looks pretty, but there's like nothing to shoot at, so I just wasted it. It's okay. I guess this is still just one-shotting them before they get a chance to get in range. Oh, two-shot one of them. Oh, two-shot a second one. Let's go back to raining. Blah 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 blah. July 26, in F-115. Almost midnight. Shoral takes you away from the chaos in Augustus' luxury car. Inside, it's a whirlwind of activity. Little Triangle interfaces with the anonymous driving system, activates anti-mania scans to stabilize the contamination threading through your body, and tirelessly attempts to raise Broken Blade Squad 3 on the battlefield. Nearly 40 minutes after you've left the ball, Broken Blade Squad 3 finally responds to your call. Minos, this is Iron Mask. Combat operations are complete. All objectives secured. The after-action report will be forwarded by Singlinde. That is all. Has the situation been tough? You lost contact for a while. It was just signal interference from the intense diet of ashes. Nothing to worry about. Your concern should be placed somewhere else. We made contact with multiple giant apostles, externally controlled. Their size and threat levels are off the charts, far beyond anything in our records. No way this was done by Orm Secretum centers alone. Are we going to get Iron Masked Man as a center in the future? Or does he like die in this event? We suspect a much stronger power source is nearby. That's the key to the enemy using... The enemy is using to summon and control the apostles. Ah, sorry, Eji. Yeah, I didn't do a planned stream or anything. I saw that we hit 1,000, so I hopped on stream just real quick to celebrate the 1,000 subs. It's been a good stream. There was like a elongated period where I was a little disappointed by the story. It's has a slow start. So I was a little disappointed on like the slow start, but other than that, other than me being like a little disappointed in the slowness, it's been a good stream. Yeah, 1,000's a big deal. I was talking about it earlier. Back in like August or something, I was looking at all the data and like using like YouTube projections to like predict when we would hit 1,000. And at the time, all of the like YouTube stats was telling me that we'd get 1,000 like at the start of February. So getting that 3 months faster than expected is huge. Like that's massive. We've had crazy growth. I mean, this anniversary alone, we've gone up by like nearly 100 subs in just like the past 4 or 5 days. It's crazy seeing everyone come out. Good shit. Huge appreciation to all of you for coming out, sticking around. And if you haven't already, I am going to like shill out my own videos here. The Augustus Guide. It's one of my new favorites on the channel. It's not perfect because none of my videos are perfect. But originally I had the script at like 13, 14 minutes and I realized that it was too long. So I worked hard on the Augustus video, like trying to cut back more and more information, trying to condense as much information as I could to get it to like a more reasonable time frame. And getting it just under 9 minutes, I'm really proud of all the information that I was able to get out in that time frame. So I'm really proud of that video. So if you guys haven't seen that video yet, go check it out. I'm pretty happy with it. There's a few things that I left out that I was going to include originally, but in order to keep like the time down, I only focused on like the major points. For instance, I didn't note that like true damage ignores dodge, and there's some enemies in the later parts of the campaign that are like very heavily focusing on dodge, and Augustus just like completely ignores that and just beats the shit out of them anyways. I took all of that out because it was too much for the video. I felt like it was getting too verbose, but I'm very, very delighted with how that video came out. Augustus guy doing real good too. And then tomorrow we have a video. It's not voiced, but we have another video coming out tomorrow that shows just how powerful Augustus is more consistently. So that's gonna be a fun one tomorrow. Again, tomorrow's video is gonna be not voiced, but it's very good to like take a peek and see what Augustus is capable of, really showing what her limits are, or more specifically, how few limits she has. Okay, and I'd like to have like faction centers. I think the whole Discorps group is an interesting idea. I'd love to see more Discorps and hopefully more centers from Discorps eventually. Next event should be about Discorps 2. Oh, Seto. Seto's related to Discorps? That's news to me if so, but I have been looking into future story. I've just been looking into like future kit mechanics. And Hilda, which is the medic of the team, if I'm not mistaken. Is that so? Is Hilda the doctor? I feel like that should have been more obvious to me. If so. You might be right. I've only seen her E2 art now that I think about it. So it could very much be her. In which case, that's very exciting. Because they've literally just called her like Discorps Doctor so far. And if the Discorps Doctor and Hilda are the same thing, then I am very excited. Because I like the Doctor. Looking at her E1 art now, and honestly, I can't tell. Maybe it's the same person? Maybe. Maybe. I closed out of the wrong chat, and I don't know where you guys are anymore. In fact, I don't even know if I'm streaming anymore. Shit. Okay, I'm back. I don't think the stream closed, but I closed out of my interface, that's for sure. I saw speculation on it, fingers crossed. Okay, I don't think stream dropped if I got it, fingers crossed. Okay, back to the story. We're going to finish this round out. We suspect a much stronger power source nearby. It's the key that the enemy is using to summon and control the apostles. Based on the tide's activity patterns, whatever this thing is, it's likely connected to the missing BR-005. Iron Masked Man's voice, Mr. Urus here, is fucking incredible. I love when they do like this distortion effect for like the Immortal Sinners and now for Iron Masked Man. Very nice to hear it. I see. One more thing. He pauses for a moment. We also engaged several Orm Secretum wielders, captured one alive, a female sinner. Do we transfer her to MBCC? If not, I will dispose of her on site. Keep her alive. We're critically short on intel right now. I have a lot of questions for her. Ah, come on. Another one alive? Where's the fun in that? My teeth were just itching to meet her. The noisy person on the other end of the communication is quickly silenced. Do I need Augustus's permission? No need. The general ordered us to fulfill all your requests. I'll have her transported to the MBCC as soon as possible. Transportation will take longer until the tide of ashes subsides. Please have a reception team ready. Over. The ball is not over yet. In fact, your departure seems to have loosened tongues, and the guests have grown noticeably more talkative. Will you look at that? This is the great defender we're all counting on? She can barely stand up straight. And those warhawks are still trying to rope her in? How are we supposed to fight Frazier with that? I heard she's getting benched. The security department's had a big meeting over at Paradisos, and she wasn't even there. Guess she's just another stepping stone. The current Discorps leader is a real problem. You heard what she did? Attack the FAC Commander-in-Chief last year? And word is, 12 years ago, back in 103, she offed the previous one too. My god, is she trying to stage a coup? Is she just power crazy? Or is the FAC completely useless? Compared to her, MBCC is really just... An alliance opposed to the mobilization order has begun to coalesce, with covert agitators actively fanning the flames through scandals and rumors. The whispers of atrocities from the old military's tyrannical reign, the unresolved mysteries of NF-106 observatory tragedy, the bitter rivalry between this city and the Outlands that sparked the 1-year-long war, and fears of another great expo tragedy and more. Before long, a consensus emerges among the people. The armed forces within their own city-state seem more threatening than the hostile Outlanders poised beyond the walls. The memory of the old military's dictatorship feels closer, more visceral than the fated history of the Independence War. And FAC's deep unpopularity is plain for all to see. It is at this moment that Catherine returns to the hall. Her eyes sweep across the room, as though searching for someone. The wineglass in her hand has long been empty. An opportunist takes notice and glides to her side, holding 2 fresh glasses of fine wine. Perhaps he is drawn in by her expensive jewelry, or believes such beauty shouldn't stand alone. Or perhaps he recalls that she was the one chief left on the dance floor. Whatever the reason, his assessment is quick, and he moves to perform his version of gallantry. Madam, are you here alone? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a humble businessman in the service of Paradisos. Here's my card. And you are? I'd be honored if you'd join me for the next... A dinner knife, a flash of silver, arcs through the air and embeds itself in the back of his hand. What? Why? The knife? What did you do? Ignoring the man's choked scream entirely, Catherine strides forward without so much as a glance. As every head in the venue swivels towards her, she coolly scans the room, or coolly scans the sea of startled faces, but her target remains elusive. A tap on her sunglasses frame activates the communicator. She listens to Shorl's message, and a soft sigh escapes her lips. I was gone for 5 minutes. 1 phone call and the chief's already gone. I just needed to win that battle first. If she waited, my company would be hers right now. In resignation, Catherine peels off her sunglasses and rubs the wariness from her eyes. Now, someone finally recognizes her. The battlefield is a scar of ruin. Steel rods and iron spikes have clawed the sandy earth to shreds. A few apostles lie pinned to the ground, their forms slowly crumbling to ash. So wait, so Iron Mask Man and his team were losing the fight. Augustus leaves and takes a phone call. All of a sudden, things are pinned down and destroyed by steel rods and iron spikes. And then Iron Man Mask calls us, and then Catherine comes back into the fray after she finishes her call. So are you telling me that Catherine picked up a fucking video camera and decimated a battlefield across the fucking continent? Augustus is just yeah, pull it up on your cell phone real quick. Just get me a picture of the action. I'll send in my spikes to skewer everything. Is that what's happening here? Hey, Minty Mint, good to see you. Good to see you. We're about to end stream. We're not going to be on much longer. So you caught one, but just in time. In the midst of the devastation, the lone Outland prisoner strains against her bonds, howling with a raw mix of rage and terror. Fear Augustus, the Andohars, Catherine Augustine Andohar. I think it's really cool they dropped her full name. They even dropped her middle name in there. It just adds a sense of power to her. What is this? What is that woman's power? Why is it here? Is she nearby? Where are you? Show yourself. I'll kill you. That look on your face. Bet you didn't see that coming. Our boss is a super Magneto queen. She doesn't even need to show up to wreck you. She can just snap your bones from hundreds of miles away. They actually dropped exactly what I was talking about and the word Magneto in one line. That's fucking hilarious. Anywhere the shattered blade points, Catherine Augustus' powers follows. Total annihilation. So, you scared yet? Go on, kill me, you Dis-City dogs. Do it, or I'll swear I'll skin you alive, grind your bones into offerings, and turn every last one of you into... Ugh. A rifle butt smashes against the base of her skull. The Outland warrior stiffens for a single frozen moment before collapsing into unconsciousness. Then Iron Mask hoists her up. Those words are for the dead. She is needed alive for a few more days. Get her to Nirvana Port and prep her for shipment to Dis-City. Augustus wants her delivered. OP in-game and in lore. Seriously. Iron Mask Man is described as a nearly unstoppable force. And if he was struggling and then Augustus is just pew 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 pew. That speaks volumes. Wait, what about the others? With a smile, she indicates the desert bandits. It was they who supplied the vessels to transport the Orm Secreton device, provided cover, and assisted the two Outland warriors with its escort. Silver, thanks for the congratulations, buddy. Good seeing you. Catch a stream. Yeah, again, I've said it a few times, but I'll say it again. Crazy that we hit 1,000. Back in August, YouTube was showing me projection metrics and when YouTube thought we would hit 1,000. And back in August, they were okay, you are likely to hit 1,000 subscribers in February. And I was okay, that sounds good to me. And here we are at the start of November, 3 months early, hitting 1,000. So the channel growth has been insane. We've been doing real well. It's good times. And I will take this moment again to plug videos. Most of you have probably already seen it if you're watching the live stream. But the Augustus guide, I am super proud of that. I had so much more information that I wanted to pull in it, a lot more words. The original script was very verbose, but I managed to condense it down into just under 9 minutes. And I'm really proud of how much information I was able to condense it down to and make every sentence count. Very, very, very pleased with how that video came out. And if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out because I think it's one of the better ones on the channel. And then on top of that, we've got another video coming out tomorrow. It is not voiced, but it's is a compilation that shows just how strong Augustus is across every single game mode in Path of Nowhere. Very, very revealing to see just how powerful she really is. It's gonna be a good one. If nothing else, the video tomorrow is one that you can skim through, even if you don't like watch it from start to finish. Just seeing like what Augustus is capable of, I think it's a very, very worthwhile watch. Okay, someone trembles as they recognize her face. I remember now. I saw that face in a portrait on the Andohar's gallery. Her name. What was her name? It doesn't matter. The uniform. I remember the uniform in the painting now. It was a Discorps uniform. My God, she's one of them. Catherine had long forgotten the portrait. What she truly wanted was an equestrian piece, a vision of herself astride a powerful horse, styled after the pre-Night War painting of a general she so admired. Are they referring to Napoleon? They are. They are directly referring to Napoleon. What the fuck? She surveys her surroundings. Today's city is utterly lacking in the kind of grandeur. The crowd around her grows restless, a vortex of averted gazes, stolen glances, and hushed whispers, their dread of her presence palpable. As it should be, the common rabble ought to fear their betters. Yet, this level of dread is insufficient. It is not yet enough. I'm slowly forgetting how to read. I've been reading for 3 hours, so I'm just losing my ability to see the words. The desert bandits fall to their knees, their desperate hands clutching the cold, unyielding metal of the iron masked legs. Witnessing his mercy toward the outland captive has kindled a fragile hope, and now they beg, their pleas torn between ragged sobs. Please, we were just passing through. They made us do it. We're done. We swear. We're done helping them. We'll help you. We'll tell you everything. All right, that's enough out of him. I'll take it from here. The desert bandits watch, on the verge of tears, as she opens her medkit. Here is salvation, an angel tending to the wounds they suffered during their capture. Then the angel reaches into the box. She retrieves 2 pistols, aiming between their eyes with a smile. There's also a pistol cocking sound, which is kind of gruesome. But that painting, it was from 40 years ago. 40 years! How is her face exactly the same? What in God's name is she? Her declaration detonates another wave of panic, even wider this time. The room erupts in chaos. Some shout for the guards while others scramble for the exits. Amidst the bedlam, Catherine merely watches, an amused smile playing on her lips as she contemplates whether to even bother answering these youngsters. An exceptional weapon is priceless. It stays sharp because it's cared for. It's ready because it's respected. Is that really so hard to understand? In your grip, even a masterpiece would be reduced to scrap. A precious waste for a waste for... Let me reread that sentence one more time. A waste of a perfect gift. Jesus Christ. Just by breathing, you make my blood run hot. Oh, hell fucking yeah. Thumbnail for tomorrow's video? That's the thumbnail for tomorrow's video. You've seen it first. With a deafening crash, the glass dome of the banquet hall shatters. The lights cut out completely. Countless shards rain down as twisted mass of metal, nearly 2 meters wide, thunders into the floor. Iron chains that bind it whip through the crowd, unleashing wave after wave of piercing screams. Only now has Catherine Augustus Andohar ceased her power. She used magnetism to haul it all the way here. Not taxing, but time-consuming. If she hadn't been distracted providing support to the Iron Mask and his team, it would have arrived much earlier. Unfortunately, she didn't make it in time. A little trophy from our latest battle. This is what's behind the Tide of Ashes, the very weapon they're using to ravage White Sands. I was going to give it to Chief as a gift. Hauled it all the way back here so she could see something interesting, something to shake off the gloom. But you drove her off before I got here. So I guess you're the lucky ones who get the show instead. Another crazy, psychotic, super-powered sinner just absolutely pining over a chief and being rejected time and time again, unfortunately. Augustus, I would accept you. With a mere flick of her finger, the iron chains groan to life, wrenching the deformed Aurum Sacratum device from the crowd. It hangs grotesque and suspended as a shower of unidentifiable debris rains down upon the cowering crowd below. Open your eyes. Take a look. This is what the Outlanders spent years building. They broke every law, spilled their own blood, poured their hatred into it, all so they could cross the far lands and end your lives. And you think you can betray your own, drop your guard, offer a few bribes, chant long live peace, and go on living like nothing's wrong? Her voice actress is fucking killing it. Good God, it's incredible. How arrogant. You've never known real war. You've never even truly looked an enemy in the eye. All you care about is saving your own skins. Listen up, you peace-loving people of the city. War is coming, and your army is coming back with it. That's right, these soldiers you fear, the ones with blood on their hands, shoulders, heavy with sin, the so-called monsters beyond redemption. They're the ones who rotted in hell so you could prosper. And how did you repay them? You threw them away. But never forget, your shiny throne is built on their corpses. The wine you drink is spilled from the lives we took. You feast on blood and flesh, and yet you dare judge my soldiers? You dare! Let me take another screenshot. The particle effects faded for some reason. Ah, help! The fury in her voice echoes, a vibration that seizes the blood. Fear shatters their composure, and the first screams tear through the air. Jolted back to their senses, the guests scramble for the exits. A panicked crawl on hands and knees, their strength sapped, unable to stand. In the oppressive dark, they are nothing but a herd of terrified livestock. The gutter you crawled from would reject your corpse. I won't give it a chance to dirty my blade. Whatever the Outlanders can do, they can do better. Mark my words, you cowards. War is coming, and none of you can stop it. Everything we've lost, we'll take it back on the battlefield. With her purpose fulfilled, she turns her back on the place, leaving without a second glance. Meanwhile, you finally arrive at the bureau. Chief, where have you been? How are you feeling? I'm fine. How's the front line? I want a full report. But you don't look well, Chief. You should have a medical check first. I'm fine. How's the battle going? It's already over. They repelled the enemy and obtained vital intelligence. You take the terminal, your eyes scanning every word of the battle report. Aurum Sacratum device operational analysis. Through the dense network of Aurum Sacratum devices distributed through White Sands, the Farlands deliberately guide the joint migration of the Apostle Swarms in the Tide of Ashes. Based on varying priority levels of these devices, the Farlands allocate defensive resources differently. Smaller Aurum Sacratum devices lack any defensive measures, relying instead on attracted apostles and corruptors for protection. Broken Blade Squad 3 Battle Report. We have captured an Aurum Sacratum warrior and are transferring the prisoner to the rear. Transport to bases was expected within 24 hours, in accordance with General Augustus's orders. The commander has full authority regarding the disposition of... Oh, I can be scrolling. Oops. Additionally, Broken Blade Squad 3's casualty status is as follows. After reaching Objective Point A, we successfully rendezvoused with Broken Blade Squad 8 to secure critical intelligence. Squad 8 voluntarily covered our retreat, suffering a total casualties of 6-7 personnel. Thanks to Squad 8's full support, our own casualties were relatively light. From a full strength of 68 personnel, 47 remain. Taking heavy losses. The stark, blood-stained numbers before your eyes dissolved in a soft sigh, then vanish entirely as the screen goes dark. Can I ask if you have done testing on Necresta Helen? What is your opinion of her in the missions? I have torn thoughts about Necresta Hela because I've seen what she can do, and I have not replicated those results myself. So I think she is more complicated than what meets the eye. And it doesn't help that if you like try to read her kit, try to like read her abilities, so you have like Hearthstone, right? Where Hearthstone has like one word on each card. And you have Yu-Gi-Oh, which has like the entire Bible written on a single card. Reading Hela's kits is not like reading a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's like reading an entire deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There's so much text and information that it's so hard to follow, just like how many keywords and conditions each of her individual things. And I have not taken the time to like really sit down and read and comprehend exactly what her kit is saying. So I'm missing some crucial context for Necresta Hela that may or may not allow her to be really strong. Like for instance, I don't even know if her core break attack, I don't even know if that's skill or normal attack damage. I couldn't tell you right now. So I'm not yet fully educated, so I can't take too hard of a stance. What I will say is that I've struggled to reach like good BFL results from her. And that could be for any number of reasons. But in the more casual stages, like story and mania training, I use her in mania training, just bringing like a Che, and Che breaks like, there's a really scary 2-core enemy, okay? You use Che ult to just core break that guy, and then a Necresta Hela who's across the damn map, not even close to looking at this guy, just automatically insta-kills that guy for just existing in a corner. So on the casual stages, I can say she is a phenomenal asset that just turns any core breaker into like a on-demand nuke. Like anybody who core breaks has an orbital cannon strapped to their back, ready to unleash at any time because of Necresta Hela's existence. So that's really cool. That's really fun. That's really rewarding. As for her like solo carry potential, I still have to explore that and figure out exactly how like Necresta Hela's solo carry potential like actually works and what it actually looks like in battle. And I'll save all that reading and understanding for tomorrow, for when I have access to that Monday boss again, because I think using it against the pure physical boss will help me understand her kit in a more educational setting. Her skills activate on enemies which don't even have cores, which is fun. And that's one of the several things that I have to explore still. I think it's why everybody's recommending Zero with her, because Zero just breaks a billion cores, right? So you're going to get like a billion Hela procs. But, well, again, I'll have to do further tests. I'm going to do not all of mine. I'm going to do most of my Hela testing tomorrow. As far as the YouTube channel goes, we're still going to be releasing Augustus content for a few days. So, well, we've got time to learn Hela before I commit any hard opinions on a video. Okay, it was just signal interference from the intense tide of ashes. Nothing to worry about. Your concern should be placed elsewhere. Did that man omit the casualty figures because it was your decision? Did the strategy you chose lead to this cost? Why didn't he mention it earlier? The nausea from the contamination surges again. Nightingale quickly moves to offer support. Chief, you need to steady yourself. These casualties are unfortunate but ordinary part of warfare. Unlike the typical operations in the city, the mission was a success. Please, trust that this is a victory. Or perhaps we should withdraw from the operation? Your body isn't in any condition to handle any more stress. I can submit a request right away. It's fine. I've got it under control. Shackle's mania fluctuations don't always connect to my emotions. I'm not that emotionally volatile. It might be coming from BR005, since it's been going on all night. there's probably an external cause. Maybe the black ring has moved closer. Could be why my sensitivity's spiking. I'll head to medical soon and see if they can pick up on any new leads. Just needed a moment to rest. I'll go by myself. I need some time alone. You let go of her hand. As you turn to leave, Cheryl stops you. Chief, please try not to shoulder all of the pressure yourself. We have everything under control, and the backup plans are in motion. Your direct involvement isn't a requirement for this rescue. You can withdraw at any time. Please don't feel the need to push beyond your limits. War is, unfortunately, a constant in our era. We are equipped to manage it. You can trust us with this. I know what I'm doing. Damn, I said I was going to end stream like 20 minutes ago, but we've been in this one story bit for 20 minutes now. It's crazy how long these sections are. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just something to note. You walk alone through the Bureau's silent corridor. The late hour has stilled everything but the low, persistent thrum of mania, a rhythm that pulses in your bones. Surprisingly, the sensation isn't unpleasant. Compared to the gilded masquerade of that ball, this raw truth, the cruelty, the suffering, feels more real. It cannot be ignored, and you will not look away. In your current state, no one in their right mind would put you on the front lines. You can withdraw at any time. Please don't feel the need to push beyond your limits. Help me. You will not withdraw. You will take the field and finish this. To win, you have to triumph. They started this war. They wielded the Black Ring to commit atrocities beyond forgiveness. You will defeat them, whatever the cost. You will not hesitate. These casualties are an unfortunate but ordinary part of warfare, unlike the typical operations in this city. I promise, I'm sorry. Don't mind it. Ugh. Another wave of contamination surges through you, forcing you to halt. You draw a sharp breath to steady yourself. It's the Black Ring's influence. It's close. I have no reason to hesitate. You step into the room and shut the door, fumbling in the darkness for the light switch. That's when you feel it. The air is thick, distorted. Your shackles stir restlessly as a wave of contamination seeps from the shadows. You are not alone. Who's there? You instinctively release your shackles, but you're a fraction of a second too slow. Something crashes into your chest. Instantly, a violent shock of contamination resonates through your core, burning through your strength and hurling your back against the wall. The lights flicker on, revealing the face of your attacker. Fucks up, Hella. That beautiful screenshot. That's a big emotional tug right there. Knocks the hat off and everything. Got the little leg up to really dig in I'm a playful little child thing. Ugh. You're Hella? Hearing your voice, the person in your arms slowly raises her head. The sight sends a thunderous ringing through your mind. Holy fuck, that's a fucked up Hella. I was not expecting this fucked up of a Hella. Oh, Jesus. Flashbanged. I'm back. All right, we've gone on for oh my god, the story still isn't over? Night descends upon White Sands, and with it comes a storm that carries calamity and anomaly in its howling winds. It scours the desert, swallowing every shelter in its path. Merchants, bandits, sandworms alike flee before its restless approach. Yet, amidst this all-consuming tide of ashes, a single structure stands defiant on the shifting sands. It cleaves the surging, dust-choked waves, an immovable and unyielding bastion. The fuck is that? The place is a ruin, a colossal steel tomb frozen in time. Within its walls, ghostly soldiers throw open the gates, forming ranks to welcome their general. Seriously, the fuck is that? Is that a downed plane tail? That night, her affairs in the cities concluded, and her desired meetings held, Augustus returns to her fortress. As she walks through the long corridor, a smile touches her lips while listening to Singlinde's remote debriefing on the past few days. On the other end of the line, the liaison officer's voice is composed and professional as ever, yet Augustus can immediately sense the high spirits thrumming beneath the victory report. Thanks to your support, our frontline squad was able to adapt quickly. We repelled the enemy and secured significant spoils, completing our mission with honor. Frankly, the FAC's combat awareness pales in comparison. They're utterly defensive, their tactics are rigid, and their hesitation is costing them opportunities. It's difficult to believe they're this city's primary force. General, if I may, are you considering taking over their position? You haven't mentioned it since our breakthrough at their base. If the plan is active, I could infiltrate their ranks using my liaison position to gather intelligence and influence their operations from the inside. Though her voice is measured and calm, the young liaison officer's quickening speech gives her away. Augustus recognizes the thrill coursing beneath her professional demeanor. The approach of war has a scent, a change in the air that calls to every rancor soldier's blood, a feeling she knew well in her youth. After a moment of contemplation, she answers. I have other plans, but your initiative has my attention. Very well. Getting close with that commander-in-chief. Observe him. I trust you'll see FAC's true nature for yourself. The mission is clear. I will not fail you, General. Oh my god, she has the Napoleon on the horse painting in her fucking bunker. Augustus ends the communication, that faint smile lingering on her lips. She enters the situation room at the corridor's end and shuts the door, sealing the howling storm outside. Now she stands alone in this vast, empty chamber. Yet, beneath the echo of her footsteps hums a chorus of countless other voices, the whispers of the rancors. Okay, so these rancors are just like mania voices. It hasn't exactly been revealed what these rancors are yet. And I don't want spoilers, but so far I'm getting that it's corrupted mania people. I'm not going to read the rancor talk, but just know that this is just like highly contaminated like desperation from years ago. Oh, okay, I'll read this. Take us back. Take us back to the battlefield, General. Lead us. Command us. Let us kill. Let us die. Just like in days past. Whenever Augustus amplifies her power through her subordinates' rancors, she hears their voices, just as her soldiers do. And each time she returns to Nirvana Port, their voices grow clearer, sharper. They rise from beneath her feet, and emanates from the hilt at her waist, as if the entire ruined bastion trembles with whispers, welcoming her home. Oh, so she's quickly going insane. Not slowly going insane, quickly going insane. Augustus always listens, quietly, tracing familiar faces among them, reclaiming moments lost to time. Still listening, she moves past rows of bookshelves. At last, she draws out a dossier, Not too thick, not too slim, with writing on its cover. NF62, the City Independence War Report. Recorder, Big Boss Brock. That old fossil can't even file a proper war report without turning it into a joke. She smiles to herself and opens the weathered pages. This is a report from 50 years ago, by the way. Okay, that was so much talking. That one story arc lasted like 50 minutes. I was going to end stream like 40 minutes ago, but we were like locked into that one story arc for like ever. But just how old is Granny Augustus? Undetermined so far, but it looks like she was of military age 53 years ago. So let's be conservative and call her like 75. Oh yeah, no Augustus, thank you. Sorry, it was, you mentioned that. When did you say that? Because I said I would do that as soon as like that part of the story ended. Let me check. I'm trying to find it. I don't see it. It's somebody said it somewhere. Oh, have you annoyed the voice line yet? That was an hour ago. Raven asked me to check out the annoyed voice line an hour ago. An hour and 4 minutes ago is when the timestamp came through. Holy shit. That was a long fucking story. Okay, confirm attire. No. I just want to... Game? Game. Change the outfit. Am I doing something wrong? I want to change this tire. Confirm change. Confirm attire. Hold on. Check mark. That's what I'm doing wrong. I have to hit the check mark. Okay. Thank you for telling me. I feel like an old man. Okay. Keep your hands to yourself. Actually, I wish you released with your evening gown skin, but I would be using both. That's a really good fucking line. And also directly relevant to the scene that we were watching when Raven suggested it an hour ago. So thank you for your very timely suggestion, Raven. It was like actually perfect timing in line for the story. But it's just happened an hour ago. Yeah, definitely. It'll definitely come out in the future. I mean, like Shalom got her second skin like out of nowhere, right? Like, where's Shalom at? Shalom got her second skin when she already had her first. But Shalom released with this, so I figured that Augustus would also release with hers. But oh well. Also, is like this skin's like offset randomly? Like, shouldn't Shalom be like closer to the center? Or am I just crazy? I feel like it's a little offset somehow. Anyways, Augustus back to check mark. uncheck mark confirm attire. Okay, that is going to be the stream for today. We went way longer than I thought. I did not expect that last story bit to be over an hour long, but here we are. If you guys haven't watched already, please go check out the Augustus video, because I am really proud of that Augustus guide. We have Augustus showcases coming out tomorrow morning. A bunch of Augustus duoing various stages. So it's a really cool video that shows off what Augustus is capable of and kind of like what her limits are, or more specifically what her lack of limits are. I think it's a really fun video, but I don't expect it to do well because it's not voiced. So we'll see what happens with that video. But I think it's a really cool video myself, coming out tomorrow morning. Then we got a bunch of other videos coming out throughout the week because it's the anniversary and it's busy season. We recently hit 1,000 subs. Thank you guys. I really appreciate all of your love and support. Y'all guys are amazing. Your comments are beautiful. It's fun interacting with you guys on these live streams. I really appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out and keeping me company. With us hitting 1,000, YouTube did automatically turn on ads throughout the entire channel. So if you see ads, you can blame YouTube, because I have a bunch of new buttons. I'm kind of overwhelmed by how many buttons there are, but right now it's just set to like YouTube defaults, so you guys can blame YouTube. But if you guys don't want to see the ads, you can always join the channel as a Shalom lover or Shalom hater, because you shouldn't get ads if you're a Shalom lover or a hater. Just throwing it out there. All right, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Y'all are lovely. And I'll catch you tomorrow morning if you're going to catch my video. And we'll go from there. All right, enjoy your night, guys.